Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream. I hope you guys are all doing okay. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I don't know if the sound is working properly because the intro was going through my speakers perfectly fine, but then I did the music was going through my headphones perfectly fine, and then the intro went through my big speakers. So I think something's up with the music. We're gonna have to find out in just a second. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope you guys are all doing okay. Hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. It is really hot here today, and it rained most of the morning, so it's actually really humid. Yeah, we don't have sound coming through here, which is kind of a bummer, because we needed sound. Give me a second, guys. The stream is going to stop. I'm going to have to reload it, because for some reason, Streamlabs OBS doesn't like it when you switch your sound halfway through. Give me just a second. We'll be right back now. Are we back? Hopefully. Hopefully we're back. Okay. Wait, I don't know. It's not back on my screen yet. Are we back now? Okay, you guys can see me. I can't see myself for some reason. I don't know why. You guys can see me though, because I can't see my stream. I'm gonna check my phone right now. I've got like 10% battery left, so hopefully I have enough to see myself. Am I live? Please tell me I'm live. I don't think anybody else can see me. It seems like Gina can see me. And Giovanni maybe, but I just checked my phone as well and my phone's not showing it. I think YouTube's freaking out. Okay. Are we back now? Hello, YouTube. Let me have access to my live stream. I can't get myself. I don't see myself. I don't know why. Okay, you guys can see me though. Hello, Yuki. Apparently I've got nobody watch. Yeah, it says offline for you. Okay. Okay, now we should be live. Now you guys should see me. Okay, I hope you guys can see me now, because this is a rough way to start a live stream, especially a fundraising one. Okay, now you guys can see me. Perfect. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for having a little bit of patience there. I've got the wrong hashtags. Let me fix that real quick. So I gave you guys the option between Super Mario Maker, Smash Bros, Mario Kart. It was split between Smash and Mario Maker, and then Mario Maker blew up. So it is Mario Maker, guys. That is what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I am okay with that. I'm definitely fine with playing that. And yeah, we'll play your guys' levels, and we'll have a little bit of a talk beforehand. If you guys want to share, feel free. I saw my brother doing it. I'm going to do the same thing. If you guys want to talk, we can go on a voice chat and you guys can kind of tell me your story if you've dealt with this before. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun, you guys. It should be something to raise awareness. If you guys don't know what we're doing... Oh yeah, my voice is super loud now. The game is super quiet. My voice is super loud. Give me a second. I've been like screaming at you guys. I'm sorry. No, it's the fan. You hear the fan. It's I have it usually shut off, but because I had to restart it, it went away. Okay, the fan should be gone now. The camera's glitching too. This is the thing, guys. It's if you guys were here that day that Streamlabs OBS guy was here helping us. Apparently we were supposed to be able to use a certain setting and it was gonna fix the issues I've been having, but it didn't. So I don't know what is going on with Streamlabs OBS and my computer. They just don't like each other. Okay, my voice should be okay now, guys. It should sound much more normal. Sorry about all that. Let me just reset the camera and then the camera should stop glitching. Where's my webcam? Okay. Okay, that should fix the camera. Alright guys, so I want to say thank you so much for being here. If you guys don't know what we're doing a fundraiser today, and it is going towards mental health awareness. As some of you may have heard, a lot of you probably heard, a fellow YouTuber took his own life fairly recently after going through quite a large and public battle with mental health. And my brother came up with the idea of doing a fundraiser for mental health. A lot of people suffer from it. And it is something that is very hard to comprehend if you are not trained in that field. I am not a specialist by any means, but being a healthcare worker, being somebody who has gone to college for many years, Being somebody who's dealt with it personally, I know enough about it to know that it is a very serious situation, and this is our own little way of helping a little bit. So what I was saying before, everything froze. If you guys want to help out and talk, tell us your story, feel free. I will open up the chat, and you guys can come on and talk to us about what you have gone through, your own experiences. This is a safe area, so if anybody is bullying you or picking on you, feel safe to talk here. Obviously, we won't accept any kind of discrimination on here. If somebody starts, you know, doing anything that's unfair while we are discussing some pretty personal subjects, it'll be taken care of. Don't feel afraid here to open up. Now, let me say hello to all of you guys, and then we will get started on the stream. Triangle, nice to see you. Nicholas, welcome to the stream. Giovanni, hi to you as well. Waterflame, welcome. Ninja, how's it going, my friend? How are you? Have you beaten my levels yet? Either of them? Pretty Brown Eyes Gina, how are you? ZPL, nice to see you as well. Guys, it is really nice to see all of you coming out today to hang out with us and to be a part of this. Boonaloos, hello, nice to see you. Immediately going full screen. That's okay, man. You don't have to chat. You can just hang out. Kite, the little boy, hello to you as well. Guys, welcome to all of you. Are you talking about Etika? No, Etika. We're talking about Etika. So I made a tweet when the news broke. I wasn't a huge Etika fan. I'm not gonna pretend to be now that he's, you know, passed away. But he was a content creator, and he was somebody who was suffering from a very serious mental illness, clearly. And you know, we were part of the same community. We were still part of the Nintendo community. You know, he was known for his videos and, you know, all the things that he did. So it's obviously something that hits close to home as a content creator. And this is something to kind of help. His family didn't want donations for them. They asked that people donate towards mental awareness. So that is what we're doing here. It was my brother's idea, so I don't want to take any credit for this. He came up with the idea to do this. He asked me if I wanted to participate. He's also doing a live stream with this, but we are doing it here, you guys, just to try to open up some eyes and let you guys kind of understand what is going on. Almost beat the second level, then I switched to Splatoon by mistake, and then all progress was lost. But yes, guys, so that is what we are here to do. Patty Rowe, hello, welcome. I am doing great. I'm really hot today. It is really warm here. It is really humid. It rained all morning, so the humidity is like through the roof right now. That's okay. You lay down and don't worry about typing. It's cool. Yeah, the 3 platform thing is the ending of that level. The 3 platform thing.
Oh no!
Canada's like super hot. Yeah, that's how it is here. Like, I'm in Canada. That's in my area. It's super hot too. My air conditioners have been on full blast. They aren't doing enough. They are not doing enough. That's okay, Mr. FOV. I just appreciate you stopping in to say hello. So, it's quite cold here in Germany. Yeah, no, not here. Not here. So I'm gonna open up the voice chat. Let me open up my Discord first of all. What notifications have we gotten? Desert Dropping Climb. Has anybody beaten it besides Blue Flame? Nobody. Blue Flame only, guys. It is a 0.05 clear rate, and I don't understand why. Last night after I uploaded my other level, I went back and I beat this again on my second try. This one, 0%. Nobody has beaten it yet. We only have 38 tries on it, though. This is my new level, you guys. It took me forever to upload. 2.5 hours straight of playing the level, plus multiple times before that. Okay, Discord should be open. Oh no, it's still upload. It's still updating or whatever. Okay. So in my Discord, I have a gameplay voice chat. That's what we'll use. And I'm gonna try to keep my my ears open. It's hard to concentrate, and if you guys do go on voice chat, make sure you turn down the stream, just because there is going to be a delay, and what you guys will hear is going to be different than what people hear on stream, so we don't want to do that. So let me switch over the screen real quick. And then I want to do one thing that I don't have open, so we can kind of see who's talking when they talk. Full screen, you can at least view chat or maybe even type in chat. Yeah, I know on your phone you can view chat when it's full screen, but not type, I don't think. But I don't know about every other app. My friend code for the Nintendo Switch should be that. In case I decide to play World War Z. I'll see, man. Things are really crazy right now with Mario Maker. But if I do play, I'll let you know for sure. I haven't decided yet. I'm still kind of goofing off with this game quite a bit. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, where is it? Is it here? And then... Okay, I don't know if it's... Okay, it's showing now. You guys should see up above who's talking. So if anybody does join the Discord, you guys can definitely pop in and say hello. If you guys have a story with mental illness that you want to speak about, feel free to do that. Let's warm up with my level. Kite there, my friend code is in the chat there. Nightbot just put it up. I received it. Are any of you guys doing anything exciting? Oh, okay. I see 2 people joined in the room. I don't hear anything though.
Hello.
There we go. Giovanni, hello. How are you, man?
Hey.
It's nice to talk to you.
So I have a story about
Yeah.
somebody with there's this boy in our school. His name is Matt.
Mm-hmm.
He's in course with us, some of my friends, and a bunch of our other classmates. He's a really good artist. He likes to draw. He comes in with like every day with these little drawings of like a Pokemon character, like somebody from The Simpsons, and we think it's really creative.
Mm-hmm.
So at one point during Autism Awareness Month, his brother and him had came to the high school, and his brother is supposed to be inducted in our honor society, and Matt was made one of the officers for the art honor society. So it was a really nice thing that the school actually had done for him, because it was decided upon administration and like the school board. And like it was a really sweet thing, because like he's a really nice kid. Like he's always like trying to make friends. He knows everybody. And because he's a senior, so 12th grade.
Okay.
And he graduated, and another thing that was cool was he was made prom king.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was a really sweet thing, because like we filmed some stuff, because like I'm in like the TV studio and whatever, and we filmed some stuff, and we went to film prom, and he was just blowing everybody kisses, and then he kept waving at everybody. It was the sweetest thing. He's
That's
like
amazing.
a really good kid. Yeah, and it's like really nice to know that, like, because there was a time where he thought like he wasn't like he didn't feel like he was like everybody else. He thought he was different because he has a disability, and it's like because a bunch of my friends, we went to him and we did like a little like announcement in our cafeteria talking about the subject, and we called him out, not like in a bad way. He's like,
no, like
you're such a good kid. You are no different than the rest of us. You are a smart kid. You are amazing at everything you do, and you're such a talented boy, and know that we all love you. And then he started crying, and it was like the sweetest thing ever.
That's amazing. That's actually a really, really nice thing that you guys did, because they do feel alone, and it's hard, because some high schoolers are not very nice. Yeah. So the fact that you guys did that is great.
Yeah, this one kid had actually made fun. I think he was a junior. He made fun of his disability, and it was really messed up. And then a senior walked up to him, and he said, "You better get out of his face." Like he like threatened him, but like to protect him. He said, "You have 5 seconds to get out of his face." And then he like, cause like he's like a tough senior. Like he's really like intimidating.
Yeah.
And then he like backed off like an instant second. He was like, all right, chill. So it's like, it's nice knowing that there's people who actually care
Yeah.
and like are willing to protect and defend those like people with like disabilities, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, thank you for sharing. That's great. I went to a school with like it was specialized in the city for people with disabilities, so we had a lot of disabled students in our school. So thankfully my school was pretty good. There were always a couple of jerks that would make fun of them and stuff, but for the most part the school was really great, and they integrated a lot of those students in classes with us. So even if they couldn't understand what was going on, they were still part of the group, and they were still in pictures with us and hung out with us. So it's nice to see that there are schools and people out there that try to kind of include everybody.
Yeah, it's like, it's a really good thing knowing that there's like people who are willing to like always take care of each other. And there's like some people who just like, oh, whatever, he's not like the rest of us, you know, like those kind of people who won't like exclude. And it's like, it's not cool, you know what I mean?
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
Bone and Loose, I don't know. I have no idea. I've never had any success with that. That's why I always get messed up, because I open it up on my browser, and then I open the app up, and it just kind of messes everything up. So I have no idea. Also, Ninja, did you watch? That I showed you how to beat the level now. And I see ZPL is on chat. Did you want to say something? Unless you don't want to talk at all. I guess not.
Wow, I just realized I was like 3 minutes behind your stream.
Yeah, the stream falls back pretty quickly.
Yeah, because I forgot to go back onto YouTube once I joined the call.
Oh, okay.
I'm rewatching how you do this level. I can't do the trampoline jump.
You almost beat the second level? Well, the first one's much easier.
Dang, Ninja's a pro. I can't relate.
The first one's a lot easier. The second one is harder because you don't get to stop.
I just have trouble with like the trampoline. That's what I'm.
Yeah, the trampoline's pretty janky.
And I see you doing it, and my brain's just like not comprehending it. It's like, whoa, I can't do this. I feel like after that, it seems fine, but.
Yeah, after that, it's pretty straightforward. The trampoline is pretty hard. The P-switch jump, if you're not used to them, can be kind of complicated. But this level, the one that I'm playing now, so when you catch up, you'll see it. That one, it's only hard because you have to keep going. You don't stop. And it's very precise.
Yeah, from what I see, it doesn't look that bad. Maybe I can help get further after the trampoline. I'm actually going to try it now. Why not?
Ninja said no, it's not. I don't know, man. I beat that level. You just saw I beat it on my first try. It wasn't too hard. This one, on the other hand, this one's a challenge. Oh, no. Oh, man, it is so hot in here. And guys, feel free to send me levels if you guys want me to play. If you guys don't have levels, I'll probably do the endless expert or whatever. Maybe do some online matches, see if I can bring my rank up a bit. Now you guys can see why it took me 2.5 hours of straight play to upload this. And this is the easy part. Brian, how's it going? We'll do it on Discord. Give me just a second. I'm just gonna open up the channel because I think it's private right now. If I can find it. SMM levels. Edit channel. Okay, so if you just go over to SMM levels, you should be able to add it over there now. I might just have sent someone a weird voice message on Discord. Wasn't sure if it was connected. That's funny. That is funny. Oh. So I got an email today. I sent in for an audition, and it's one of the bigger companies out in Toronto, and they were holding out auditions. It's not an actual show. What they've done is they wrote a new musical, and they are looking to sell it. So they haven't actually done anything with it. Whoa. Who was that? I think that was ZPL. Oh, anyway, okay. So they wrote a new musical, and they're looking to actually get it, published, I guess would be the word, I don't know. Anyways, if you guys don't know how musicals and plays work and stuff, you can't just put on a play. You can't just say, I'm gonna do Grease, and then put it on. You actually have to contact a company who owns the rights. That company will sell you the rights, per show. So you tell them, I want to put it on 15 times, at this location on this date, and they'll check if they're able to give it to you, because depending on how close other people are, they won't give it to you, and then they'll give you a price. So it costs a certain amount per play. Like the one that I've done for many years, it was like $130 per performance, which is fairly cheap. Some of them are going up to like $500 per performance. So anyways, these people haven't gotten that far yet. They wrote this musical, so they're holding auditions, because what they're planning to do is to show it to the industry insiders, so like the top of the top people, and they want a bunch of actors to be able to read the script. So they do what's called a table read, which is basically you sit at a stage on chairs, and you perform the play without actually standing up and having sets or actually acting it out. You just use your voice, and you just act out the play, and you sing the music and everything. So then these insiders hear this, and you try to convince them that they want to put on this play. They're also looking for actors to record the original cast track. So that means all the music that is going to be sold to people when you look it up on YouTube, the songs you hear that are the recordings of this musical, they're looking for actors to do that. So I applied to them a few days ago, and I got an email today that I have an audition with them next week. So that's pretty exciting, because it's a big company, one of the bigger theaters in Toronto, and I'm going up against, the bigwigs and see what'll happen.
Congrats.
Thank you. You're gonna find tons of deaths in section 2. Those are yours. I'm always a bit skeptical about new stuff. Wasn't sure Super Mario Maker 2 was gonna be awesome. Turns out I think it's even better than Super Mario 1. It's a 0% clear rate. Oi, Brian. Alright, I'm gonna get my butt kicked, but I'll try it. I knew Mario Maker 2 would be better than Mario Maker 1, but I thought it was gonna be slightly better. I didn't think it was gonna be, like, amazingly better, and it is so much better. Like, if I would have given Mario Maker 1 a rating, I would have probably given it like a 7 out of 10. I pictured Mario Maker 2 being like a 8 out of 10. Better, but nothing amazing, and they totally did way more than that. This is where this level gets hard. Right here. Okay, this is the hardest jump for me. This right here. I missed it. I knew it. Always. But yeah, I think I'm warmed up. I'm gonna give this one last shot just to see if I can do it under pressure, and then I'll go to your level. Yep. Done. Alright, Brian, let's take a look at your level. And yeah, guys, any donations that are given are... Oh, I have to remove that. Any donations that are given are going to be going to mental health awareness. After I try this level, I'll tell you guys a bit of a story. That's not what I wanted. So on voice chat, we shall tell you a story about mental health, or Whatever you want, man. If you want to tell us about a personal experience that you have, or, you know, just let people know that you're there, you know, or give some advice that you might have, absolutely. Say whatever you want. Just obviously be kind. Don't say anything negative, because that's not what we're here for today. I mean, we're not really ever here to be negative. Unless we're being negative about garbage Mario Maker levels, then we could all be negative about those. Q83SX. 0% clear rate. Let's do it. Bowser's Haunted House. Oi. Oi. Oh. Is it gonna be a troll? Is it gonna be a troll if I go in here?
This trampoline jump is killing me, man. I can't do it. I'm trying
Keep
so
practicing.
hard.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
It's the show jumps. I'm doing better on those. Not that hard for me now. It's just trampoline jump. I'm like,
You have to pretty much drop it at the peak of your jump, which is the hard timing to get.
and I just threw my shell off the thing.
Oh, I just noticed there's no music on this level. Did I come? Oh, okay. I thought I came all the way up here for nothing. CXV, not too much, man. How you doing? It's pretty quiet. I'll turn it up a bit. Oh, okay. That's fine, man. The stream isn't for, like, it's to raise donations, but if you can't donate, it doesn't mean you can't be here. It's just some people do donate, and I just want them to know if they do donate today, it's for a good cause. It's not just for me. I don't understand what you want. There's nothing here, though. Oh, wait, I saw a pipe! I saw a pipe! I didn't see that the first time, I don't know why. Woodward's voice chat is called Hello. He always says that when I'm on chat. Funny as could laugh my you-know-what off every time. Teach me the ways of the trampoline jump. But I'm good, CXV, I'm good. Dying of heat, but besides that, I can't complain. That's the ending right there. Yeah, I actually don't even know who Jacob Woodward is. So close, but so far. Keep practicing, man, you'll get it. Oh, got it. Boom. Thank you for the GGs. Thank you for the level, man. Good level. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you for the level. I'm really far away from my router, so I'm debating whether I should try online or not. I'll try it. I'll try online. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you have to release it like right at the peak. It has to be almost perfect. It's very, very hard in this. In the first game, it was much easier. In the second game, it's a lot harder to do. This is Finny. This is Mario Maker 2. I'm actually really happy right now, you know, about the Nintendo account Platinum and Gold coins. What about them, CXV?
Let's try this again, lol XD.
Oh, I can't even pause. I can't even pause. You got me right at the beginning of a race. Oh my god. Red coin, thank you, man. Oh. I died. Oh, red coin, how are you, man? Oh. We got a little bit of lag. I'm so far behind. This is your first Mario Maker 2 stream? Nice. Aw, Zabora won. It did work. How you doing, Master Red Coin? How you doing, man? Hey, Leon, how you doing? Oh, man. You haven't seen any Mario Maker stuff? It was okay. No, this is Krusty Krab. Oh, man. Okay, it's okay. Anyway, CXV, what were you referring to about the Nintendo Platinum and Gold coins? Just got a bad case of hay fever. Oh no, that's not good. I haven't been outside too much, so my allergies have been okay. They still get pretty rough, but not horrible. Wowzers! Holy jeez! Okay, well we won at least. We won. If you don't know, I'm a huge Splatoon fan and I saw the Splatoon theme I really wanted. I've been broke. Preteen, I had no money. After collecting gold coins from buying Smash and Splatoon 2, I got free. Nice, man! That's awesome. That's great. Meh, it wasn't a great level, but I won, so that makes me happy. Yeah, if you go to my Discord, Redcoin, and there's a SMM levels channel, you can just submit it there. Yes! I'm level C, you guys. That's right, I am serious now. I am serious now. I'm hardcore. You're trying really hard to get rank A. I played online for about 20 minutes earlier today, but the lag is just making it so miserable. Just because it makes it hard to play. Like, I got to 1, and I got reprimanded for it. Thanks, Nintendo. Where it literally just froze. Like, it was moving at, like, 1 frame every 3 seconds. So it wasn't slow enough to kick you out, but it wasn't fast enough to do anything. And I kept pressing start to do, like, the level, but because the lag was so slow, it wouldn't let me do that. So I just turned off my Switch. And then I came back on, and Nintendo said, "You disconnected, so you've been lowered." Oh. See, look at this lag. Look at this lag. See how it keeps freezing? It was doing that, but like way worse. To the point where you couldn't even see what you were doing. I messed up. They're gonna beat me. I survived it. Oh, you jerks. Okay, this is kind of cool. It makes us fight for dominance on this thing. That's okay. I see it. No! No! You jerk! Oh, man! Oh, man! That was horrible. Dang it. Hello, how you doing, man? That's Danilo, right? Pretty sure it's Danilo. Seeing how many people I can sketch who are YouTubers. 6 random people I sketched. Inbox random people their sketches. Oh, nice, man. I hope the friend online play update comes. Me too, Triangle, because I want to play with viewers. Is it a permission restricted retro? Because it won't let me type in it. What? It didn't. It should let you type in it.
Can you hear me, Retro?
Oh, I can hear you now. How you doing, man?
Yeah, fine. I didn't intend to join the chat.
Well, I appreciate you joining the chat.
Just a mistake. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Yeah, fine. A little late now. Almost midnight.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's getting really late over there, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's Wednesday. No, Wednesday. I mean the weekend. So
you have.
cares?
Yeah, you can actually stay up.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I'm 33 years old. I can always stay up.
I don't know about you, man. I'm 33 years old, and I'm like, no, 9 o'clock. I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's getting to the age, where,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep now. It's 6 p.m. I'm gonna sleep now.
Exactly. That's how I am. Because when I was in college, yeah, 3 in the morning, I was still awake. Now it's like 6:30. I'm like, I'm ready for sleep. Hell, any time of the day, I'm ready for sleep.
That's a retirement naps.
Yeah, I can't
5
wait for
times
that.
a day. Yeah, but the chat is the stream is kind of lagging, isn't it?
It's the actual game. Mario Maker 2 has a lot of really bad lag for some reason.
No, I mean the stream itself. When you talk, I see you on the screen there. And
Oh, like my voice doesn't match up?
obviously later than yeah.
Yeah, it's something with my microphone and OBS for some reason. They don't like each other.
Yeah, it's better than most other streams I've seen on YouTube.
Thank you. Awesome, Red Coin. Can't wait to play it, man. One more key. Whew, we're getting a lot of lag. Oh, they got the skill right.
I figure the less I say, the more I come across like a creepy stalker, don't I?
That's okay. I've had people, I used to have this guy that used to come to the channel, and anytime I did voice chat, he would join, and all he would say is, "Hi, Retro," and that was it. He just liked being in chat just to say hi, Retro, and he would sit there the whole time. But the worst part was he would have my stream on full volume, so I could just hear the stream in the background the whole time.
This feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, imagine this in reality. Like you were sitting in a restaurant and somebody would just join the table and just said nothing and just looked at you
It just stared
and
at me the
listened
whole
to
time.
your conversation. That would be fucking creepy, man.
It would be. It would be. It's kind of tough though. Poor Steffi had some good attempts on it. Oh, red coin! I can't wait. Right after this race, I'll definitely do it.
Oh,
This
so
guy
am I allowed to curse? I just said the F word.
It's okay.
Yeah, I can keep it down. I'm used to cursing a lot because my cousin is from from England. That's just how they talk. They
Yeah,
use
no,
the F word
I
like
usually
every-
I usually curse a lot in private life. I just don't do it so much because YouTube doesn't like it.
Yeah, also you could have some underage viewers. Huh?
Oh, I don't want to play this. There's still more keys needed. Forget that. All right, red coin. Let's do your level. I didn't even get to boo that level. That was a boo level. All right.
So, which part of Canada are you from again? Toronto?
I'm near Toronto, but I'm about an hour away from Toronto.
It's Calgary, isn't it?
No, that's Ontario.
No, Ontario, huh?
Yeah, we're in Ontario. Calgary is on the other side of the country. About halfway through the other side of the country.
Which is like half the Earth.
Pretty much. It's
I mean,
quite a
Canada
distance.
I think Canada's one like the second. Is it the biggest country?
It's either
Second
the biggest or the second biggest, because I know Russia's pretty big, but I don't know if we're bigger than Russia.
I just randomly spoke German, sorry.
But yeah, no, we're pretty large. I know it takes from here to get to the coast, on the opposite side of the country, it can take about 10 days of driving.
Yeah, I'm just doing the research. Yeah, Russia is big. Oh, Russia's twice the size of Canada.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured. I thought Russia was quite big.
And
But-
Canada is second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've got like 5 time zones, don't you?
Oops.
Oh no!
I also got 6 more free themes. Nice, CXV, nice. Oh no! Okay. Did you make this red coin? Ah!
Oh no!
Oh, 6 time zones in Canada.
Is there 6? I didn't even know there were that
6,
many.
yeah. From Newfoundland to Vancouver.
Oh.
Oh.
Premiers, hello, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh no!
This is pretty hard. This is pretty hard, red coin.
Oh no!
Oh man. Have you ever been to the West?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
To the west of Canada?
No, like just here on our side of the ocean.
Oh, no. Kind of. I once visited, well, not the Indian Ocean, but I was kind of on an island in the Indian Ocean, so this is kind of west of Canada.
Oh, that's cool. I've never been to Europe. I'd love to go to Europe.
Oh, some beautiful places there.
Oh no!
And that's the thing, there's so much history there, and there's just such a large variety.
Yeah, absolutely. And so many different languages and cultures.
And that's the thing, and so many cultures, and you could drive just an hour and you'll be in a completely different world.
Yeah, you can, I think, maybe 1.5 hours and you're completely through to Netherlands.
Mm-hmm. Which is, I think, amazing. Because here you drive an hour and a half and you're nowhere. Like you're still in the same place.
Yeah, that's kind of overwhelming to think of. I mean, I just checked it, and Canada is like 20 times the size of Germany.
Yeah. Like for me, it takes me an hour to drive from here to Toronto. And then and that's only like the entrance of Toronto. I could still drive another hour and still be in Toronto.
Oh, that's pretty overwhelming.
Oh
I know, Giovanni, they're so hardcore. And the lag doesn't help. The lag makes it so much harder to deal with. I hope so, Gina. I hope so. Redcoin doesn't joke around.
no! Oh no!
Also, I have a claw game stage, Super Mario 2. We'll wait the next few level streams. Oh, nice, Brian. I'm so not used to these mechanics.
Oh no!
I bet Steffi got further than me, too.
By the way, if I happen to suddenly vanish, that's because I may have lost all my data volume.
That's okay.
But
Oh no!
That's alright. If you have to go, you can go. Don't worry about it.
not really. I mean, it's kind of fun to watch the stream and be on the phone with the streamer.
I think
mean,
it's
if
pretty
you don't
interesting.
mind.
No, I don't mind. I think it's interesting to talk to people. Like, I see you guys type, right? But to hear your voices is very different.
Exactly. Yeah, I always thought it's kind of weird for you to know everybody knows what you look like, what your voice sounds like, but you know a little bit like private stuff about us, but no faces, no voices.
Exactly. Like, there are people that have been moderators for my channel for a long time, and after a year, I talked to them for the first time on voice chat, and they had accents, and it was just so strange because they speak perfect English, like they type it perfectly and everything, so I just pictured them speaking the same way I speak, and they have a hard time actually talking it, but they type it perfectly, and it's little things like that that's just really interesting. Or like, there'll be people that are young, you know, 15, 16 years old, and I talk to them on voice chat, and their voice is so deep. And I just picture like a little kid, right? But then they're like this, and it's like, hey, Retro. I'm like, that's so weird.
Yeah, my what you just said, I mean, about the typing and the speaking, I usually speak better English, but I'm kind of a little bit tired.
That's okay. You're speaking great. And that, I think that's the thing out of everything that I've learned through streaming about other countries, is that you guys speak such good English that I didn't expect that. Even the people that are like, I don't really speak a lot of English, speak really good English. Whereas, like, you come here and we only speak English.
Yeah.
You guys
Well,
have such...
English is a world language.
Yeah, it's the
Germany
world
isn't.
language.
German isn't.
No, but even for us, like, French is our second national language, and I can't speak French.
I can either, but well, if you ever happen to be in Quebec, I don't know how good English, how good the English is.
Their English is pretty decent. I don't know if you watch Ferran at all on stream.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so they're like him. They have an accent, but nothing unheard of. They'll...
Yes, English is good, yeah.
Yeah, so like you'll walk into a store in Quebec and you'll speak in English and they'll answer you. Whereas here, if somebody comes in and they speak in French, half of the people won't even know what to say to you.
Well, they're different compared to the people in France then, because a lot of French people don't speak English or won't speak English.
Yeah, and even their French is different. Like, Canadian French is very different than French from France.
Oh yeah, I gotta admit the Canadian French to me sounds kind of ugly.
Oh, it's very ugly. Canadian French is extremely
itself
ugly.
is quite a nice and good sounding language. I love it. It's very melodic and sounds just sounds very just beautiful. But the way the people in Quebec or wherever speak French is just yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not
No,
my type.
I agree.
Oh no.
But yeah, the Germans tend to speak quite well, at least average English to good English. But we're definitely how do you say that? Beaten, I would say, by the people in Sweden and Finland.
Mm-hmm.
They speak perfect English, most of them that I've met.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I've been pretty impressed with how much English is in Europe in general. Because I know it's a world language, but you just don't expect people to speak it. I'm technically an immigrant. I come from Central America, and they learn English over there. But the English that they learn is just like the most minimal amount.
Yeah. And in Germany, I think in Sweden, Finland, it's the same. We learn English from first grade on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm too old. I learned it from 5th grade on, but nowadays it's from first grade.
Oh, okay. Am I gonna transition games or stick to I'm not too sure, Giovanni. We'll see what people decide. We might go over to Smash after a little while. Franklin, nice to see you. Welcome, guys. Ugh, my voice on Discord will sound gross. Why do you say that? She got past the spike jump part. There's a checkpoint close by after that. Blue Flame, hello. Nice to see you as well. And Primius, yeah, I'm loving Super Mario Maker. Sorry, I didn't see your message. I am loving it. It's so good. So much better than the first one. I appreciate you stopping by, though. I did see that you said you could only pop in for a little bit. I've been good, Franklin. Just enjoying some games. Yes, first person to make it this far. Let's see if I can make it to the end. No!
Oh no.
You're gonna let me hear? Yes. I love hearing people's voices.
Did Betty Brown Eyes say that her or his voice would sound gross?
Yeah, she said that. Which I think is a complete lie, but whatever. Everybody thinks their own voice sounds gross, though.
Oh no.
Louie!
Hey, how are ya?
I guess this is Betty Brown Eyes.
I think so.
Nothing's worse than a German speaking English. We just sound retarded.
How are you doing, Gina?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I appreciate you popping in to say hi. It's really nice to actually hear your voice.
I know, finally, right?
I know, it's you've been to the channel for a long time, so it's nice to see what you sound like.
This is so weird. It's hearing all these voices.
Right? Like you see them around in chat, and to actually hear them is interesting.
Well, it's better to see people and not hear the voices than hear voices and not see the people.
That's true.
Speaking of mental health.
Yeah, that's very true. How old do I think you are, Giovanni? I'm gonna say fairly young. I'm gonna put you at like 16 or 17. But the next part seems kind of tough.
You got this.
I hope so. I hope so.
I know so.
You got more confidence than I do. Blue Flame, your voice is very deep. My voice used to be a lot deeper, but the more I worked on my singing, the higher my voice got.
Ah, yeah, you can sing. I heard you sing once. You sang in a musical or something like that.
Yeah, I've been singing for a while. I don't really do it a lot on stream. I've been doing it more now, just because I'm auditioning for a lot more shows, and I need to practice. But yeah, I do sing. Oh!
Got this.
You're just cheering me on.
This delay between sound and visuals is like a constant spoiler. It's like sitting in the cinema and someone, oh yeah, telling you, oh, next, this guy's gonna die. Or...
Yeah, watch this scene when he dies.
Yeah, exactly. worst people in the cinema.
Tiff, thank you so much. The alert should come up in just a second. I just saw the orange. Guys, please hashtag Tiff in the chat. Thank you so much. That is amazing of you. There it is. You guys can't hear the alert, but I can. I was just writing down the amounts there so I can keep track of who did what. Thank you so much, Tiff. That's amazing. And guys, again, if you guys do not know, any donation that we get today is going towards mental health. My brother has chosen a charity to donate to, and we will be donating there. I actually don't know where it is, so I'm gonna go to his channel right now and ask him, because I don't know which one we're going to. Where's your stream, Rigo? Crisis Service Canada. That is where we're going. Crisis Service Canada. And let me add that to my description here. They've been snapping over at Rigo's channel. Who's been snapping? I've been crying all day. Oh no. How come? Oh no. No. Don't die. The donations have been huge. That's amazing. Just sharing stories and experiences. Yeah, it's a tough situation. Mental health is something that's hard to talk about for some people. But like I said at the beginning of the stream, guys, this is a safe area. If you guys want to talk, that's why the voice chat is open. I am more than willing to listen to what you guys have to say.
Also, crying can be a relieving thing.
Mm-hmm. A release of tension.
Big bully.
Overall, it's been beautiful. Yeah, it's one of those things where people, for some reason, are ashamed of talking about it, but they don't realize that they're not alone, and how much beauty can come out of something so horrible. It's tough. I guess while we're playing on this level, I can just kind of tell my story. So I have been diagnosed with severe depression since I was 15. At the age of 15, I attempted to take my life 3 times. One time almost succeeding. I'm not going to go into detail about what I did or how I did it, because I don't want to give anybody any ideas or anything like that. Needless to say,
it can be triggering.
Exactly. But needless to say, I failed 3 times, which in my eyes now, I succeeded 3 times, because I wouldn't be here right now had I done what I intended to do back then. I was in a really, really dark spot, and it still comes back every once in a while, which is hard. The only thing that really got me through all of that was my love of art. When I was growing up, I grew up an immigrant, and as a lot of you know, there's a lot of racism around. There's a lot of being called different when you grow up as an immigrant, and we were extremely poor, so it was very hard growing up being surrounded by people who didn't have the same experiences as you and who didn't have the same culture as you, and then being made fun of for having different culture, and being as poor as we were. We were so poor that at one point we had no hot water for months on end. Like, and in Canada, as you know, in Germany, it gets incredibly cold, so in mid-January with no hot water, it is incredibly hard to try to do something as simple as wash your hands. So what my parents had done is my dad cut the hot water tank, he cut the pipe from the hot water, and he actually ended up connecting our own little propane tank that he would turn on for like an hour at the beginning of the day to heat up the tank, And then that tank of water would have to be used for us to bathe in the whole house, and there was 5 of us living there, so we'd have to rush to get bathed and everything. So it was being that incredibly poor, and going to school with a bunch of kids who weren't. It was hard, and my father is not the... He's not the most emotional person, so it was very hard growing up with him as well. He's got some demons that we've had to deal with in the past, so it was just very hard growing up that way, and so I dealt with a lot of issues. As time went on, I met a girl, and it was probably one of the worst things that I could have ever gone through. We ended up having a daughter, so I have a second daughter that I don't really speak about on the channel, and she doesn't allow me to see her. She has called the police on me multiple times, accusing me of things that I have never done. Things like that I drove to a city that's 3 hours away with my daughter in the backseat with no car seat. So when the police came looking for me, they came to my house and I was there. So they were surprised to see that I was in my home when she had accused me of being 3 hours away. When they asked me where I had been all day, I told them I had been home, and I had proof because I had been working on a video and there was all the proof that they needed, so it was a false accusation. Her brother pulled a knife on me once. She yeah, so she just made my life miserable. So it was a really dark time for me. When we were together, she had an affair with my cousin, who was my best friend in the whole world. So I struggled a lot with self-esteem and mental health. After her, I ended up dating the girl that many of you have heard me speak about before, who was a girl that I was planning to marry. She was my everything, and she hated everything about me. She convinced me that I was fat, and not just fat, but to the point where she thought I was going to die in my sleep. I was,
oh my gosh,
45 pounds lighter than I am now. So if I was fat then, I must be morbidly obese now. And I don't think I'm morbidly obese. I'm flabby, but that's just because I'm lazy. But I don't think I'm fat. I don't think I'm a big guy. Like I'm big, but I'm big in the sense of like I'm a big boy. I'm not overweight or anything. And so she convinced me of that. For the last year of our relationship, she wouldn't sleep in the same bed with me because her excuse was she was afraid of waking up and finding me dead. Because she was adamant that I was going to have a heart attack in bed because of how out of shape and fat that I was at 145 pounds.
wow,
at my height. So it wasn't good. I wasn't allowed to hang out with my friends. I wasn't allowed to play video games. I wasn't allowed to go to family events. If I did go to family events, she didn't come. Anything that I was going to eat, I had to ask for her permission. So it was an incredibly... Oh yeah, it was an incredibly abusive relationship.
This the vegan?
Yeah, this was the vegan girl. So with her, she had me convinced that I was hideous and that no woman would ever date me after her. That she went out of her way to look past my looks to fall in love with the real me, and that nobody would really go past that because of how ugly I was. After her, I didn't date anybody for many, many years. I went through some really, really dark phases. I was so convinced of my overweight nature that I dated a girl for a little while after her. Like about 4 years after her and I split up, I dated a girl for a little while, and she broke up with me because she met another guy, so it just kind of cemented the fact that I wasn't good enough. I got as light as about 110 pounds. I'm almost 6 foot tall, so 110 pounds is just skin and bones. And it was rough. I was held at gunpoint twice when I was on a road trip. And
I'm so sorry you went through that.
Yeah. I really wished that, at the time, that more would have happened to me, because I wasn't happy. I wasn't in a good place. Thankfully, nothing happened to me. Shortly after being held at gunpoint, shortly as in like within 3 years, things started to get better. I started to act a lot more. I was with my band and we were having a lot of success. And then about 2.5 years after being held at gunpoint, being at the darkest moment, being just absolutely stuck somewhere where I thought I would never get out, I started streaming. And I met all of you guys. I started doing something that I love, which is, playing video games in front of really, really fun people, getting to share really fun times with you guys, laughing and screaming and raging and being a nerd, expressing myself in front of you guys, and I've gotten to share my art with you guys. I've made some amazing friends on here, and if I wouldn't have made it past that dark point, I wouldn't be where I am now. Don't get me wrong, there are always hard times. There are always days where it's harder than others. When I see my sub count go down, it's rough. When I go for an audition and I don't get the role, it's rough. When I look at myself after working out for so many months and I don't see the progress that I would like, it's rough. But it's never too hard. There's always people there. I have friends that I can turn to. And everybody out there who is suffering with mental illness needs to remember that there are ways to get help. There are people out there who will care for you when you can't care for yourself. Sometimes we do need to reach out and ask for help. Sometimes we do need to admit that we are not strong enough to do this alone. There is nothing wrong with saying that. There is nothing wrong with admitting that you need help. I did, and I kind of glazed over it, but during my younger years, I spent 3 months in a psych ward dealing with this, learning how to cope, being surrounded with people with severe mental illnesses. I had a gentleman who had to have 4 armed security guards with him because of how violent he was, and he was in the next room over. I'd have to hear him screaming all night long. Being 16 years old, being surrounded by all these people, seeing
That's
padded
scary.
cells, yeah, it was scary, but I knew that I needed help, and I faced that scary moment, and it made me who I am now. So even in the darkest moments, I knew that there were things that I could do to find help. And although I tried to avoid finding help, I did get help, and I'm at the point now where even on my hardest days, it's nowhere like it used to be. I still struggle, and I will always struggle, and I will always deal with it. And there are days, you guys have seen it happen here on stream, where I've walked away from streaming for periods of time because things aren't going well in my life. But it never gets to that point, because I know that I can reach out for help. I have Alana, I have my parents, I have my brother, I have my sister, and I'm not afraid to say I'm stuck. I need help. You guys have made life worth living, I guess. Not that it wasn't beforehand, but it's something that I look forward to. When I do step away from streaming, the only thing I think about is coming back to streaming, because I enjoy being with you guys. My vegan ex kind of destroyed my social life, so I don't know how to socialize anymore. I have pretty bad anxiety, so hanging out with people is very hard for me. Preston came to the stream a few months back, and that to me was incredibly hard to do. I panic every time he wants to hang out, not because I don't want to hang out with him. All I want to do is hang out with somebody, but I don't know how. So it's always a struggle, but we are here for each other.
He said a lot of mean, nasty things to you where it made you feel like you was believing it.
Exactly. And that's exactly it. And so when I'm out with people, the struggle that I have is all I think about is what she said to me. It's like a little devil that's on my shoulder that repeats it. And so it's like, I'll be sitting there and we'll all be laughing, and all of a sudden I hear on my shoulder, they don't really think you're funny. They don't really like you. They're just putting up with you. And it's something I'll deal with for a long time to come, but I'm getting better at dealing with it. I think the best thing that I did was go back to school now as an adult, because I no longer cared what the teenagers in my class said. I no longer cared being seen as embarrassing. I would embarrass myself all the time in class, and I embarrass myself here on stream on a regular basis. And it's gotten easier. Like I said, it'll never go away. I will always have this. Mine is not just I need a counselor to feel better. Mine's not just I need to learn to talk about my feelings, because I do that all the time. Mine is more of a chemical imbalance. It just is what it is. When I go on medication, which I'm not and I haven't been for a while, but when I am on medication, it just puts me on a level playing field where I can feel normal and have my days where I feel sad and have my days where I feel happy. When I'm not on medication, my normal is usually feeling low all the time, and when I'm happy, I feel what average people feel as a regular day. It's very hard for me to feel happy. So you're not alone if you do feel that. You don't need to be ashamed of it. You don't need to be scared of it. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. And if the people around you don't want to help you, if they don't think it's real, if they think that you can just get over it, reach somewhere else. There are other people who will understand. There are people that will help you. There are support groups. There are programs out there that you can reach out for. And if you don't have the money, there are free things that you can reach to get help. There are 1-800 numbers that you can call anonymously, and they'll point you in the direction where you can get help, even if it's just somebody to talk to. Just know that our community is for everybody to feel welcome. We had an incident recently that I don't want to get into details about, where somebody was bullying somebody else in our channel, and that is not accepted here. And that person was reported, and that person was kicked out of the channel, and they tried to apologize, and they don't get forgiven, because you do not get forgiven for picking on somebody who's dealing with something in their life that you don't understand. Just because I've been through it, it doesn't mean I understand what you're going through. And just because you've been through something worse than me, it doesn't mean that you understand what I'm going through. Everybody has their own unique struggle. Everybody has their own battle. But we're all here to support each other and hold each other up. And that's the only thing that I'll accept on this channel. And that person was gone. And they're not allowed to be back on this channel. And the person who was bullied is more than welcome here. And I needed to ensure to them that they were not to blame for any of that. They apologized to me as if they did something. I don't want you guys to feel that way. You guys are welcome here. We are all here to be a part of this family. I started this channel so we could all goof off together, because I love video games, and most of you guys like video games. Some of you guys like my stories, and that's why you're here, and you don't really like the video games I like. But we're here just to hang out. Some of us don't have the option to hang out with people at school, or have the option to hang out with people in our real lives. So we've made a family here, and we're all real. And hopefully one day we'll run across each other in the real world, but we're a family here, and I want you guys to know that you are not alone, and that is why we are doing this, because we need to make sure that you guys know even people who seem like they're with it are dealing with their own stuff. Because people say to me all the time, you don't understand, but they have no idea what I went through. And I'm just able to say, thankfully, that I got to the other side where my struggles now I can handle, where I couldn't before. That's why something like what happened to Etika really hits close to home, because I've been there. I've stood looking down at a raging river and contemplated, and I got to the other side. And sadly he couldn't, but you can. So just remember that, you guys. Okay, now that I'm done spieling, let me just read real quickly some of the chats that I saw, and then we'll get back to the level. I'm really glad you're still with us. Thank you so much, Redcoin. Germany's cold, flipping cold. How you doing? How flipping warm? How you doing, Crispy? Thanks for stopping by, man. Well, thank you, Blue Flame. Gina, thank you so much for the big hug. I also had similar experience with my ex, stabbing me in the hand with one of. Yeah, it's very sweet of you. It's you've got a really big heart, and I love having you in the community, Gina.
I do have a dark story.
I know you've been through some dark times. I don't want you to feel like you need to share if you're not there.
I mean, I don't mind sharing, but if I start crying, excuse me.
There's nothing wrong with crying. Like Bodenloose. How do you say your name, man? Now that I actually have you on voice chat, how do I say your name?
It's actually pronounced Bodenlose Dosenhose.
Bodenlose. I'm gonna say it the most American way, but okay. But Bodenlose said, crying is sometimes okay because it's a release, and not sometimes okay. It's always okay, but it's sometimes you just need that release. So don't be ashamed if you cry, if you want to share your story with us, because we are here to talk and listen, and like Tiff is saying, it's a safe place. Period.
Yeah, before she's gonna tell a dark story. I've basically met kind of two types of depressed people: the ones who cry a lot, and it can be a release, and the ones who don't feel emotions at all anymore. They don't cry, they don't laugh, they don't do anything in this area. And it can be a release. It can be, allowing emotions is sometimes one of the first steps
Exactly.
to recover. It's a long depression and stuff like that. Has always got a long recovery. It's almost like you're recovering your whole life. You will never shake it off completely.
Exactly. And that's
Um,
exactly it. Like, sometimes just getting
but
that
don't,
release out can make a huge difference.
yeah, don't feel embarrassed to cry. Don't feel embarrassed to seek for help. And what you said, I wanted to add something. If you if you do feel embarrassed talking to somebody, there's always chats. I think for many people it's easier to write about um, what's wrong with. I hate this the R sound in English. I can't
I know,
say it.
it's
I
such
don't
an
know why.
ugly sound.
It's so weird. Yeah.
And it's the only language in the world that does it.
No, I think Chinese also, but yeah, you can just write with somebody in a chat. There's all those help, I don't know, like helpline chats, whatever they're called, like suicide chats and depression chats, and also all the stuff, and you can find them pretty easily on Google. And they're, I think they're professionals. They just listen to what you have to say, and then they give advice, and it's much easier for many people. Easier than to talk. Talking is it feels a little bit more intimate maybe, and writing is easier for some people.
Yeah, because you can think as you're writing, whereas sometimes when you're talking, you start to kind of let loose. And for some people, letting loose is really scary.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be scary, but I think me opening up and talking about it is gonna help me personally a lot more. As I said, I did come from a very dark place. My father died when I was 16 from cancer.
Oh my god.
That was a rough time for when he got really sick and they had to take him to the hospital. I screamed and I cried, and everybody, and I freaked one of my cousins out. And later on, they said you knew when your father left that he would never come back, which was true. I dealt with that for many years. I'm still depressed over my father because I was a daddy's brat.
A brat.
I have,
And you were still a baby. Like 16 is still
yeah,
very young to be losing a parent.
yeah, and I was a daddy's brat. My two brothers, they're mama's boys, and I was daddy's brat. So every time my father left the house, my father was like, "Come on, let's go." So I would go with my father. That was my best friend. Fast forwarding, my mom died this year.
I heard. I'm so sorry about that again.
Thank you. That put me in another deeper depression, being that I was there for my mom till her last day, that she took her breath. I got a call that morning, 8:30, that she had passed away. I couldn't cry anything, Louis. I was just like, I just numb. I was so numb. The day of her funeral, I screamed, I cried, I yelled, I hollered. I was rocking back and forth. I didn't know how to handle it. I still can't handle it.
Of course.
I go in her room and just being in the house still, and my mom is not here because I used to go in her room dancing, joking around with my mom because my mom was that type of mother. And being that she's not here, it feels so weird. And we're now cleaning out my house because we're going to sell my house, and Yuki and I have to move. So it's like a lot on me. So she knows that like I'm in a deep dark depression. Yuki knows I wanted to like just end my life several times, but because of her I didn't do it. She's been my rock. My brother that lives in California has been my rock. My old Eddie's the middle child. Greg is the oldest, and he died from cancer the day after Yuki's birthday.
Oh my God! Seriously?
Yeah. My father died Christmas. What was that? The day after Christmas, the 26th of December. My brother died the 24th. Yuki's birthday is the 23rd.
Wow.
Just all that. And this year, it was so much on me. I couldn't deal. I was like, what do I do? I need help. What do I do? I can't. Going through my father's birthday's in March. My brother's birthday's in May. He was born on Mother's Day. Then Mother's Day come. My mother's birthday and Father's Day. That was too much. That's too much on me. And it is like right now my heart is so heavy that it's thumping real hard. It's like I don't know how to deal with this. It's like I try and I try every day. I cry. My friends want me to go out and I'm like, no, because that's another part of my problem. I have like anxiety. I can't be around crowds because I will freak out. And my anxiety gets really, really high. So I just like don't know how to cope and deal with it. I'm trying, but I need help.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's just one day at a time. There's no secret recipe. There's no way of like do this, this, and this, and you'll feel better, because what will help you feel better isn't going to be what helps somebody else, and what helps somebody else won't help you. But I mean, at least you're still trying, which is what you need to keep doing. It's just an everyday thing. It's an everyday battle, and you have rocks that'll be there for you.
And to be honest, Louis, if it wasn't for you guys opening up, and when you found out that my mom passed, I think I would have been like really lost. Because I needed the love, I needed the support, and you guys were it. And for that, I truly appreciate you guys. I will always love you guys and always support you no matter what.
And that's why we're here. Like we know that there are people out there who can only feel safe in a place like this.
Right.
And when you're going our support. Yeah, and when you're going through such dark things, like losing one parent is hard, but losing both and a sibling, it's a lot to handle. And even if a lot. Yeah, and even if we're just here embarrassing ourselves and laughing and saying dumb things, even if it doesn't help you feel better in the long run, at least it's that little bit of a distraction. That little bit of a moment of, you know, just watching idiots on the internet being idiots on the internet. Sometimes just that little bit can give you that little rest to have that energy to go back and continue fighting.
That's true. Because sometimes what I do is I hook up the laptop, and my stress relief is to play video games. And I always did that since I was young. So, like, I will find a game where either it's a fighting game or shooting game. I need to relieve that stress. But there's times where I don't want to do that. I want to reach out to somebody for help.
Absolutely. And it's hard because you never know who you can reach out to, or I know a lot of people feel like they're burdening somebody by reaching out. They're like, I don't want to bother you by telling you this.
Exactly.
But just remember, it's never a burden to ask for help. I may not be able to help you directly, like I may not have the answer on what you can do, but even if it's just somebody to listen, just somebody to, you know, just be there for you to talk to, there are a lot of us out there. But thank you for opening up.
Thank you for listening, because I really had to get that off my chest. I really...
Oh, you're welcome.
But you know, it's something that I'll never be able to say I know how you feel, because I'll never know how you feel. But but I do know that you're
You
not alone.
understand.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're a part of the community. You're a part of the family. You're not just somebody who's coming in, whining, and leaving for attention. Like you're one of us. So obviously, none of us want to see you upset. None of us want to see you hurting.
Right. Because I always come in there laughing, joking, ha ha ha. But like until now, you would have never known what I'm going through. And I'm glad that you guys are doing this stream, that you're helping so many people open up, making, they can feel safe. You can talk about it. You can get it off your chest. We're here.
And that's pretty much it. Like this stream, it's to raise awareness more than the money. Like the money is great because we can donate it to this charity and they can help and they're professionals. But it's more to just let people know that they're not alone. Like we're all here together, and we're on this crazy rock in the middle of space together.
Right.
We're all united in this. Like if something takes out this planet, we're all going out together. So
exactly, as a family. Exactly,
we're not alone, even though we can feel that way, and even though there are people out there who wish we felt that way. We're not alone. Even when you feel in your darkest, there are always people out there who care about you and want to make sure that you're okay.
Thank you again, Louie. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, and thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Red coin. Some people may have too much pride to ask for help when they need it because they think it's a sign of weakness. I had that problem. Exactly.
That's true.
And we live in a society where it's still not seen as strong. Like I know a few people who have said things like, "Well, just cheer up." It's like it's not just about cheering up. If I could just cheer up, trust me, I would cheer up. I would love nothing more.
Up? People don't understand. They think that having a mental disorder or depression, going through depression, anxiety, or whatever it is a joke. It's not a joke.
No, it's not.
People every day are taking their lives for this.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gets so hard for them to cope.
Mm-hmm.
And their only way out is to seek death.
And it's sad because they're hurting everybody around them, and they don't feel that they're loved the way that they are. I had a friend who took her life when I was 19, and just sitting in that funeral home with all of those people crying, and she felt alone, and she wasn't, because all these people in this room loved her, and she had no idea. She didn't see any of it. She didn't think that that was there.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do here, is to show you you're not alone. There are people out there who will cry if you go, and there are people who smile when they think about you, and who genuinely get happy when they see that you pop in to say hi. Like there are people on this stream that will never come by because they're going through a lot of stuff, but that 1 5-minute pop in that they do just to say hi means a lot to me, and it makes my day. And when
you're making theirs.
Exactly. Or I've had people actually message me and say, like, I'm a loser at school and I have no friends and I get bullied all the time, but I feel really comfortable in your chat and blah blah blah. For me, it's hard to know what to say to that, because I don't know what to say to something like that. But at the same time, it makes me feel great to know that I've built this group of people who have open arms for everybody to kind of come in.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that people feel welcome here, and that's what I want. Like I see communities.
Love a community.
Exactly, because I see communities that are all about roasting each other and blah blah blah. And sometimes it's fun when it's lighthearted and we're poking fun at each other or whatever. But there are some that are just mean, and it's like I want a company.
They take it too far.
Yeah, it's like I want a community where we can make fun of each other. Like people will make fun of me for, I don't know, not being able to do shell jumps or whatever. Like there's Shelby, who's one of my moderators, who doesn't come around very often anymore, but she made a joke once about like something about pipes, and now we pick on her all the time about liking big pipes. And and it's just a joke, but we don't go too far. Whereas there's some places that they try to humiliate each other.
Take it over the top.
Yeah, and that's not cool. I want to be part of a group where we can just enjoy our company together.
Exactly.
I want to be
Jared.
a group. I want to be part of a group with big pipes.
Yeah, right? I wish I had big pipes. I do
I'm gonna leave
stink.
that subject alone.
What kind of pipes?
There's one, but this is YouTube. Come to me after hours. No.
Isn't a
Louis.
tube technically a pipe?
It's yeah, I think so.
That made me laugh.
Pipe?
Oh man.
I needed a good laugh. That was long overdue.
Sometimes a good laugh is just what we need.
They say laughter is good for the soul.
Master Redcoin, that's a very good quote. It's a very good quote. Ninja, calm down. You're underage still. You're gonna give me trouble.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, definitely important to always let people know you love them and you'll be exactly. And I think we don't say that enough in our world. That's one of the reasons that I enjoy theater so much is artists I find are more prone to being open about how they feel. So in the theater world, it's great because like I have friends who are the archetype of macho, right? Like the six-pack and pecs, and they're all manly, but they'll just as easily turn around and say, "I love you, man," and they'll give me a big hug. Like Preston tells me all the time that he loves me. I tell him all the time, and there's nothing nicer than to know that you have a friend who actually cares about you more than just like, oh, he's my buddy I chill with. It's like they actually care about how you're doing, and it's something that we miss in our society. We don't tell each other enough how much we mean to each other.
Exactly. That's so true.
Mm-hmm. A Mormon thing, but the Lord is always loving and asking you to be with him. You're never alone. God is there for you. Exactly. And a lot of people need religion for that. A lot of people use religion to get their own greedy wants, and it turns some people away from religion, but sometimes religion is what you need. Sometimes there's this study that they've done, and it's interesting. It really shocked me. In school we were talking about like death rates and just natural death rates, you know, that men die at younger ages than women do, that it's usually like a 5 to 10 year difference, that women usually live longer than men, and we were just talking about things that affect it, right? So it's like men on average do more dangerous things. They take more risky jobs.
Baby.
That's right. We take riskier jobs. It's more socially acceptable for a man to smoke than it is for a woman. It's more socially acceptable for a man to drink to the point of being sloppy drunk than it is to a woman. So a man will die more often than a woman will. But one of the factors that was in that study was that people who are religious tend to live longer and happier lives than people who aren't. Not trying to preach anything religious because I'm not a very religious person. But it's just one of those things that
I'm an atheist, so stop.
Like I wouldn't say I'm an atheist. I don't know what I am. I was raised Catholic, but I'm kind of but either way, for some people, if you're looking for something, sometimes turning to religion, even if it's not the religion itself, it's just the community, which is what I'm trying to build here, is what helps. Having somebody to do things with, somebody to talk with. Because when you're in a church group, you have things like, you know, a potluck, or you'll have parties or dances or celebrations that if you're not in a religious group, you may not run into as easily. And I want to think that something like this is kind of another option, a place for you to come and hang out and take part. So when we do things like viewer levels, you can come in and just kind of show off what you like to do and goof off with us and joke around and I think it's important. Humans are very, very social, and mental illness can make it hard to socialize. But sometimes being behind a keyboard can make it a little bit easier, and I'm hoping that that's what we do here. I mean, usually Christians or Mormons or Jews or anyone really, I bet, would really be down to pray with you. Yeah, I went to a gentleman's house, so I'm technically a Catholic. I'm not a practicing Catholic. I'd probably categorize myself as agnostic. But I'm a Catholic technically, and I went to a person's house who celebrated being Mormon, and he spoke to me about the Bible or their Bible and God and everything. And before I left, he wanted to pray with me, I could have been a jerk and been like, no, I don't want to pray with you because I don't believe what you believe. But he was so passionate, and all he wanted to do was just love me, that, yeah, I prayed with him. I don't pray. I don't ever pray on my own, and it's just the way that I am. But I prayed with him, and he was so happy at the end of it. And to me, it really touched me to know he cared enough about a perfect stranger, because I was there to take care of him, but he didn't know me. I was a perfect stranger, and he wanted to hold my hand and pray with me just to wish me well. And to me, that meant a lot. I didn't take it as I'm offended because that's not my religion. No, it was just somebody who wanted to wish me well and hoped that I had a safe trip. And that was all. And that's what I took it as. And I took his advice, and it was just a really, really kind moment that this man had with me. So I do think that love is what we need to share. And whether that's through religion, or a nerdy video game channel, or reading in a club, or I don't know, whatever you like to do. Taking, a Pilates class. Sometimes just having those friends to just share some love with can be all the difference. I have an aunt who joined a Pilates group. The lady can't dance to save her life. She is a horrendous dancer, but she loves Pilates. And every day she's posting at least 10 to 15 pictures of her Pilates group, and they've been traveling the world as friends, not as like a class, just as friends. And to me, that's amazing. I think it's so cool.
That is.
And they'll find a Pilates class wherever they go. Like, they were just recently in Spain, and they found some kind of a workout Pilates thing, and they went and participated as a group, and it was like 20 of them. I think that's the coolest thing ever.
So in a sense, you could say they became as a family from different places.
Exactly. And they're all different ethnicities and cultures and religions, and it's
right.
just, and they're all different ages. Like, there's a guy that looks like he's probably no older than 25, and there's a woman in there that looks like she's 65, and they're in the same group, and they're goofing around, taking pictures and dancing and just having a good time. And I think that's amazing. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be a set society. It's just something where you can participate with people and just do something that you enjoy. And it could be as little as 2 or 3 people. It can make all the difference in the world just to have somebody who shares an interest with you. And for me, it's like, I love theater, but my theater friends don't like video games. And I like video games, but most of my video game friends aren't really into theater. So it's cool that I get to kind of mesh both worlds when I see people like Devontae, who's a musician, an artist, and he's here on this channel, but he also understands like the artistic side of me. And then somebody like Preston, who's an actor, or Seven, who's an actor, and will pop into the chat, and it's like I get to see these cool worlds colliding. I love it, and we all need to be able to reach out to something like that. And sometimes that's all we need. Like, we can be dealing with depression or feeling alone or anxiety, but if you can just find a group that shares something in common with you and just allow yourself that bit of vulnerability to be a part of that group, it can make all the difference in the world to open up to a whole new world of people.
That's true. That's very true.
What's funny is I'm growing up as a gay child in a Christian family was kind of hard, but during my freshman year in college, what I call my coming out era, ironically, I ended up having a closer relationship with God and my religion. Yeah, I had a friend. I have a friend. He's a police sergeant, one of the first openly gay police sergeants in his district. It was hard for him because he came out in the early 90s. Which, it was a contentious period. It was when AIDS was really rampant, and being gay was seen as, oh, you're gonna give us AIDS, and it was just like a big thing.
I was about to say that, AIDS.
Yeah, and he was
a...
Exactly, and he was a police officer, which is seen as a manly man's job. So he had a lot of struggles, and one day we were talking, and he's very open about his growing up and everything, and his dad was a pastor, and his dad was very anti-gay. And he just would talk about his struggles of, growing up gay in a household that was incredibly religious, and with a father who led a congregation and was so against it. But this man is one of the strongest men that I know. And it's funny because when I met him, he wasn't what you would stereotypically see as a flamboyant gay man. But when he talks, you go, how did I miss it? Because he's not effeminate. He's just just whatever. You can't tell what he is. And he's married.
Open about it.
Yeah, and like he'll make comments. Like he'll be like, "Oh my God, Doogie Howser, when I was growing up," and he'd get pretty dirty, which I'm not going to say on stream. But he's just really open about it. He doesn't care. And he always makes the joke. He goes, my dad was so anti-gay, and he had 2 gay sons and a lesbian daughter. How did that work out for him? So, you know, it's you have to just open up for yourself. Accept who you are. Who cares what other people say? And I am a big believer of if God loves everybody, then what does it matter what you do in your bedroom? God's gonna love you no matter what.
Exactly.
Like, geez, come on. Like, come on. But yeah, Devontae, I'm glad that you feel closer to God. I personally think religion can be beautiful. I'm just not a religious person. But it has a lot to offer, and like I said, if it makes you a part of a community, if it makes you have something to believe in and something to share love with, then it can't be a bad thing. You talk like that with your real life friends, yeah, and that's how he is. And oh man, he makes me laugh sometimes, like just because like he'll be sitting in his like police officer's uniform. My mom has the biggest crush on him. Like she thinks he's the most beautiful man in the world, and they're around the same age. I think he's like a year older than my mom. No, a year younger than my mom. And my mom's always like going on about how beautiful he is and how much she loves him. And he always goes on about how like he's like, well, you know, if it was between you and your mom, I'd go for you. And I think it's the greatest thing because he doesn't care. And it's what I love about the theater community. It's just you can just say what you want and nobody's really gonna care. All right, so. Again, guys, if you have any levels you want to send me over on Discord, you can absolutely send me levels. I'm gonna be doing some expert mode, seeing what we can get out of it. But guys, thank you so much for opening up to both of you guys, just for being part of the chat and being part of the community.
Thank you for listening.
And these are the streams, at least to me, that are the most interesting because I get to know things about people that we usually don't talk about on stream. Not because we shouldn't talk about them, it's just, you know, most of the time we're just talking about video games or food. Because we talk a lot about food on this channel.
Someone say food?
Yeah. But, you know, it's cool to, like, get to know more personal things about you guys, because it's stuff that I don't get to see on a regular basis about you guys.
Yeah, and I initially entered this voice chat to tell my story about mental health. But the funny thing is, when you told your story about your mental health history, except for the crazy vegan girlfriend part, you practically told my story. Like, I don't know, like 90% of what you said is my story, including the non-emotional father. So I basically don't even need to say anything about myself anymore because you summarized it for me.
and that's the thing. Like, we might all have different reasons for feeling the way we feel, but a lot of us share the same story. A lot of us go through the same stuff, which is like, it's like the gay stories that I've heard, right, of coming out or dealing with being gay. I can't relate because I haven't had to go through that, but the stories that I hear are all so similar, and we aren't alone. We all go through a lot of the same stuff when we're in these communities, and it's sad that some of us do feel like we're the only ones going through it, because we're not. And if we could understand that, it might make it easier for us to reach out to ask for help.
Yeah, that's unfortunately, it's a I don't know, inherent feeling of depression to be alone, even though a lot of people face pretty much similar obstacles in their life,
Exactly.
especially with depression. So there are a lot more, it is sad that so many people have depression, but it's also, in a kind of crude way, it is almost like encouraging to know there are other people who feel the same.
and it is encouraging because, like, it's sad to know so many people feel it, because you know you don't want to know people are suffering the way that most of us are, but it's encouraging to know that we're not the only ones suffering this way.
Yeah.
Ninja.
And sometimes, or maybe often, the people who feel the way you do, who are depressed, can be the biggest help, because they even though they don't share the same history and story, the feelings can be similar, and they can help you through this if they maybe at a, how do you say, like a more progressed point of their depression, if you know what I mean, like they've overcome some obstacles that you're still facing, and they can help you with it, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit encouraging.
Yeah, because sometimes knowing that, okay, they were here where I am now, and they got past it, so I can get past it too.
Yeah.
Vladi, hola, ¿cómo estás? I'm doing well, man. What did Ninja say? I was picked on for being gay before, and it stopped last year, and I've learned how to deal with it and how to speak up. Yeah, and I mean, sadly, when we're young, it's... kids will make fun of kids for just being different than them. You don't necessarily have to be different in a very different way. You just have to be different than the people around you, and they'll pick on you for it. But I'm glad you are getting past it. I mean, you're still fairly young. You have a huge life ahead of you. And like I always tell people, what you do in your bedroom or what you're attracted to doesn't affect me. So why do I care? You know, the only thing I care about is to see people happy. It's just like with me. I like dating Canadian girls. That's my thing. Why do you care if I date somebody who's Chinese or who's, you know, who cares? What I like is what I like. And what you like is what you like. So who cares what you like? As long as you find something that makes you happy and that it's legal, because we don't want you doing something, you know, not so nice. But who cares? Love is love. Love can be beautiful. As long as it's between two consenting adults, then who cares?
You love who you love, you like who you like.
Exactly. That's like, I like pizza. I really like pizza.
But I was about to say that. Damn it, Louis.
But give me, like, you know, steamed cabbage. Nah, I'm okay without steamed cabbage. You forgot to tell me you're not Canadian? I think we have to break up.
Yeah, you effed up.
What's MTG, Jared? What did you do, Ninja? What did you do? Did you beat the level? What level did you beat? I totally agree. Sadly I have to go for now. Thanks for making this stream and raising awareness. Everyone is loved on this world by someone. Can't feel alone. That's right, Triangle. Everybody is loved by somebody. Somebody loves you out there.
Well, my day was made too because I beat a level. Took me 7 hours though.
Hey, Crispy, how you doing, man? What level?
Dude, I've been here for like half an hour. Talking to you like I do now, and you just noticed. Okay, cool.
I thought it was Bunlose.
No, I didn't say anything. I just listened to you. That's the German way of listening to a story, just saying nothing. There's actually a joke about, if I may tell,
Yes.
you know, the cliche about Germans is that we don't talk a lot. Obviously, I'm an exception, but we usually tend to not to speak that much. But Northern Germans are especially how do you call it? Monosyllabic.
Monosyllabic?
Yeah, exactly. I know this word. I don't know. I F it up right now. Anyway, there's the joke about the three Northern German guys just standing next to each other, and one guy says, "Yeah," and then the other guy says, and the third guy says, "Oh, shut up." That's just the cliche about Northern Germans. We just talk much, so we just listen. So obviously it was him who was talking, because I was just listening.
Oh man.
Well, I beat Ryu's second level.
Oh, he made a second level. I haven't even tried the
Yeah.
first one.
0.06%.
Oof. That's like mine, but I don't understand why my percentage is so low. Because it's not a hard level. I just beat it on stream
Because
today.
of the spring jump, Louis. The spring jump is terrible.
That's Crispy.
That
Hi,
is.
Gina.
Hi, Crispy.
Hi, Gina.
Hi, Crispy.
Hi, Gina.
You
How
finally
you
get to hear my gross voice.
Yeah, I was listening in earlier.
Gross
I was
voice,
like,
she said.
is that
Still
Gina?
not gross.
Is that Gina?
It's not gross.
Dad, it's Gina.
So I've joined on the voice side. Hello, everybody.
Hey, I hear Tiffy.
Hey,
How you
Tiff.
doing?
Hey, Tiffany.
Oh my gosh. My
It's so
voice
nice
is
to put a
like-
voice.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like I'm a little cracked right now. My voice is just due to like the mixture of like just being completely exhausted from work and listen to everybody's stories and a mixture of ugly crying and silence because I don't want to wake anybody.
Ugly cry.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
You're not by
Is that a
yourself.
porn?
Yeah, so I just like I don't want to like wake anybody, so I'm just like I gotta just kind of hold it in, and I'm almost choking. I'm like, oh my god, you gotta get up. This is a mess. But yeah, I kind of wanted to put a voice with the picture, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, are they on Discord? Let me see. I was like, oh, there's the party. So hello, how's everyone doing? Hey.
I'm doing great.
Hey, Gina. Hey, girl.
How are
What's
you?
going on? Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm
Hanging in there.
great. Yeah, me too. But yeah, you know what? I think I've kind of been dragging my feet a little bit because I guess I want to play it safe because I'm supposed to be starting this new job in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They made the right offer. It sounds good, and with a $2 increase, man, I'm out of here. I'm
Mhm.
gone.
$2 is
gone,
a
and after-
lot.
It's a lot more, and then too, like I'm not working is crazy as I've been, for the last 2 months. And and I really kind of felt away. I'm not gonna lie, like I was angry. Like I seen my paycheck last week and I was like, hold up. I haven't seen numbers like this since I started, and it's just the way they kind of went about the whole deal. It was a mess. It was so messy.
Mhm.
Like they didn't count my overtime, so they only have me clocked in for exactly 40 hours.
Oh.
But my two colleagues that I work with as well were also clocked in 40 hours. We've been picking up extra shifts ever since my boss left. So we've been working 6 days, and then a couple of those days out of the 6, we've been pulling 12-hour shifts.
Holy jeez.
Yeah, like it's been really, really crazy. And then we don't have access to scheduling. So we're literally like, we're scheduling officers in the dark. We're doing it completely blind. And then also I learned too that I make $1 less than my male counterparts.
Really?
And I do just as
What?
much work. I do just as much work as them, if not more. And then too, but they're not staying as late as I stay, and I work the
Mhm.
graveyard shift. So, when I'm supposed to get off at 7 in the morning, I'm getting calls at 6:40 because officers can't make it to the buildings that they're scheduled, and they're supposed to be there at 6 in the morning. Like, why am I getting a call 40 minutes after when I could have been there at 5 to open up the building to give you some time to get there? Or if I'm on my way back home, hey, can you go over here? Oh, Tiffany, can you do this? Can you do that? And it's never a problem. So the fact that my paycheck did not reflect, oh, I threw a fit, and I'm just like, well, you're gonna get the level of work. You're gonna get what you paid for.
Mhm.
And the fact, like, my check was, again, like I said, I haven't seen a paycheck like that since I started. And because that's what you paid me, that's the amount of work that you're going to get. I am very, very, very good at what I do. No matter what industry I work in, I'm very, very good at what I do. And if it's one thing, I feel like I kind of hold that standard to being that team player, to upholding morale. And the fact that that doesn't happen, you know, like I've been used to, like, I've worked for companies where, you know, my paycheck hasn't been right and I'm still giving them 1,010%, but they're dragging their feet and giving me my money.
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore. You know,
Yep.
I can no longer drag my feet when it comes to that. So if you feel like,
Shit.
if you won't pay me what I feel like I'm worth, then I'm gonna have to move on. And the fact that my former boss, again, because that's where I'm going to another security company where my former boss works. She literally stole me away from these people.
Good.
Like, it was just, yeah, it's just insane. And like, you know, she went out there, she vouched for me. I went on this interview, again, literally with zero sleep and still in my work uniform, because again, I had to hold post somewhere. You know, he looks at me, he was like, oh my gosh, we have higher ups here. And I have, you know, like my sweater with the company logo on it that I currently work for. And he was like, yo, can you take that off? So I had to take that off. My shirt underneath was still a little wrinkled, but it's fine. I still look presentable. And I mean, when I tell you I knocked that interview out of the park, like, he was trying to get like really, he was trying to ask me intimidating questions, and it just, he wasn't like, it wasn't working. He was like, I'm trying to be intimidating. Oh, this doesn't help. But you know what? I think you're going to be a great fit, this and that. And I'm just like, okay, great. Like, I was at that interview literally for 3 hours.
Wow.
I was there for 3 hours, and, you know, like, they're just like, oh my gosh, you know, well, Christina's had a lot of great things to say about you, to where, you know, like, they made their decision. So come Monday, they're actually going to be hosting a meet and greet for me so I can meet everyone on staff at the new location. I've never had anything like that before.
That's
so
amazing.
I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. And then too, like, you know, I'll still be working full time, 40 hours a week, but for a 10-hour shift. So I have 3 days off. I have more time to rest. It's awesome.
Yeah, that sounds like a much better deal. I'm
You
so
deserve
glad that you
that,
had that.
Tiff.
Yeah.
Because,
I mean,
damn, girl, you've been working your ass off.
I know. Every time I
No,
talk to you,
I
it's
am,
like,
but
I'm
that-
going to work, or I'm at work, or on my way back from work.
Right.
Right?
right.
Every time I talked to Tiff earlier on the day, she's like, yeah, I got to go to work. And then you're live, and then, yeah, I got to go to work.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell's going on here, man?
I'm just, and it's crazy. Like,
No, it doesn't.
I live at work. I do.
No.
I live there.
Yeah, it's about to explode my mobile phone.
Hello.
Sounds like someone is calling in from space.
What about now?
Yeah.
Is it
Hello,
better now?
I think it's Will. I muted.
But it's
I
still
muted
very
Will.
loud
Is it better
and
now?
very distorted.
Oh
Yes, it
yeah,
does,
no,
but-
we no
yeah.
longer sound like
Shut
a
up.
wind tunnel. I thought I was gonna have to turn off my fan.
Yeah, I mean, if Will's really loud for you guys could turn him down. I've turned him down because Will was really loud on my end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but I
sorry.
already turned him down. He was hitting on me.
So, hashtag the
am I
more
better
you know,
now?
'cause I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah, if
A
you
little
right click
bit
on the
loud,
person's
yeah,
name, you
but-
could turn it down.
The distortion is
Oh my
gone.
gosh, that's awesome. Great.
All right, yeah. I guess this is the first time I'm talking to you, Retro.
Yeah, how you
This is-
doing?
Yeah, this is Will from the chat. Submitted those hard levels.
Yeah, thanks for submitting. How are you?
I'm doing good right now. I'm chilling with my stepbrother. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, that sounds way better.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Oh, not. You're gonna have to time that like really hard. It's gonna be really hard for you. I recommend a different level. And yeah, this the bumpers and triggers that makes you spin. But yeah, I actually got my mic to work and stuff. Cause like every time I plugged in my mic, I wouldn't be able to hear y'all, but y'all could hear me.
Yeah.
But whenever I had it plugged in, yeah, this vice versa basically.
Yeah, Discord is weird with microphones. It can sometimes work, sometimes
Yeah.
it doesn't. It's a pain in the butt sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
Do you think it may have to be a specific type, or you know, like the mic has to be compatible with the specific app?
No, I
that
think
maybe-
it's just Discord in general is kind of messy.
You could just use your
yeah.
phone earplugs with the mic in there. It should work.
Yeah, I'm using I have my computer. I don't even have a smartphone, so
No,
I
you
bought
can
a
use
mic.
those earbuds in the computer as well.
Yeah, I tried doing that earlier, just the earbuds, because I'm using my mic that's hooked up to my audio interface right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is
But
my
yeah.
voice okay? I'm using a phone.
Yeah, you sound
Yeah,
fine.
Yours is good.
Okay.
But yeah, I made a new keep spinning level. I'm probably gonna submit it next time we go live.
Oh, nice.
I actually have another level that I'm working on too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm working on something. Just the concept is a little. It's gonna be a little different. And Chris Vegan, I thank you so much for when you played my level yesterday and just the feedback that I received. It kind of it did inspire something else, something a little different that I want to try. But it's gonna take some time to make sure that everything completely manifests the way I like to. So
Yeah,
That's the hardest part is getting it to work.
That's the
time's gonna be
thing.
worth
It's
it,
yeah.
just testing. That's the most
Mhm.
important part of a level. I do that, and sometimes I still make mistakes. So
Yeah, and I just honestly, I was just like, oh my gosh, I have the game. I feel like I can just be a part of the community now. Like, oh my gosh, I want to submit something here. Here you go, try it. Try to play it. Play it
You
to you
gotta-
when I don't care.
you gotta keep those balls on screen, Lou. If they
So,
go off screen,
yeah.
they disappear.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to tell me something else.
No, I wasn't talking about them balls.
I just realized it took Nintendo like 4 years, almost 4 years to make a new Mario Maker game. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I
And,
thought it would have been
and-
like 2 or 3 years, but I think they were contemplating on whether or not to put it on the Switch. That's what I think. Like I felt like they were thinking about it, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I never know what Nintendo's thinking.
I know I've said in chat too, like when we would speak on Mario Maker, when it was first introduced for the Wii U, I was just like, you know what? I'm not sure. I don't know.
I
wasn't sure how I
either-
felt about that. And at the time I was a supervisor at GameStop, and I was dealing with a lot of gamers coming in, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, what system do you play?" They was like, "Hey, are you Sony or Xbox?" And I say Nintendo. They'd be like, "What?" No, like what is this? Is Sony or Xbox? Although like we are a proactive Sony like PlayStation household, we've had everything from the PS1 up to the 4, working on the 5. But I have always I was a Nintendo kid. That was how I grew up. I was 5 years old. I got my NES system. I had Super Mario Brothers and Solomon's Key, and then I've gone back and forth between both of those. And then I would watch my uncle play, and I'm just like, you know what? I want to get good like him.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten great like him. And then and again, I was, we didn't have much. And I was, like one of those kids who I was afraid to kind of ask for things because I would be told no and I wouldn't get it. And then I kind of get sad. So I wouldn't ask for anything. But again, I think I was maybe 16 or 17 when we got a Super NES. And I got it from someone else. They're just like, here, you can have it, have Mario All-Stars on there. And then I would go nuts. I was like, oh yeah, I played all of these as kids, and I would show my brothers, and they sit in my lap and watch me play. Yeah, and I mean, I can beat those classic levels in my sleep.
I remember
Mario
you were telling me
1,
all the
2,
things to
rock
do.
levels. Oh yeah, I'm a savage. I'm restless, but I'm a savage.
Sounds pretty similar to my childhood as well. I used to have I'd say back in 2008, because I'm only 15 right now. I'm turning 16 in a month. Back in 08,
You sound
07.
much older.
Woohoo!
Yeah, back in 06 or 07, I used to have this Super Nintendo. I had I think I had Mario All-Stars on there. Super Mario World and Mario Bros. 3 were my favorite games to play on there. I was just obsessed with them. My mom's it was my mom's friend's mom's Nintendo. So I mean, yeah. But he handed it down to him, and he brought it over, and he would play on it a lot. And we would do multiplayer on Mario Bros. 3. It was really fun. And whenever
Mario Bros. 3 classic.
I love it so much.
Oh
I heard,
man, love it so much.
I heard the whole thing is a play Mario Bros. 3. Because that's why I like all the platforms and stuff are all lifted up by like
it's like
little
they're
things,
setting a stage, you know,
Yeah,
open
yeah,
and close
yeah.
curtains. Yeah.
I didn't
So
even realize that till I was like 13.
and you want to know something, and that's like Super Mario Brothers 2. It's all a dream.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
I really-
thing.
Mario Bros 2 is
Super Mario-
weird, but I like it,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's just
it's
weird,
weird,
for
and
me.
again, and it's weird. But if you play the game all the way through, and if you haven't played it,
It's
I don't mean
fun.
to give spoilers, but I mean it's a really great game. But again, this is all based on a dream that Mario's having. And it's weird because if you read the opening credits, it talks about like a staircase that he dreamt about, and then all of a sudden he wakes up, and then he was like, "Hey, you know, here are these set of stairs. Why won't we just go and see where it leads?" You know, and that's just how it
Spoiler
plays out.
alert.
But
That's really cool.
It's Doki Doki Panic.
Yeah.
it is
Yes.
Doki Doki. You're right. It is Doki Doki Panic. But I didn't learn about Doki Doki Panic until I was an adult. So Super Mario
Yeah, me too.
Brothers for me. But I mean, yeah, you know, and just oh my gosh. I used to let my brothers pick. You know, they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, Tip, what are you gonna play?" And I'll just be like, "Okay, well, you pick one. Pick every whatever because I beat them all. So you pick, and then I'll play. That's fine." So it's been like that with them forever. So to kind of watch them play a lot of the platforming games that I introduced to them that they were babies, and watch them master it now that they're adults, it's pretty awesome. Now I can sit back and watch them play. Like my youngest brother, like I would say, and even like with the Spyro series, he's better than me. He was like 8 years old. Yeah. Oh, he's a savage. He's great. He's great.
He mastered the game.
He did because he watched his older sister play, and he'll tell you. And that's like and he mastered like just the Tomb Raider as a whole. He's played every single Tomb Raider since he was like 8 years old. Mastered everything, all of the cheats, the Easter eggs, everything. And he was like
I never
8
played
years old.
Tomb Raider. Sounds like a fun game. I never played Tomb Raider before.
Yeah, no, he's brilliant. He's great. I'm just like, oh, look at you. Okay.
That's
Go
so
ahead,
cool.
kid.
That's how it was with my brother and I. I was the one that played the games, and he always like asked for my help. Now he kicks my butt in any game.
That's my daughter.
Sounds like my brother. He beats me in every game. Doesn't matter which.
That's my
Sounds like
daughter.
me.
She want to play Killer Instinct, and I'm like, no. And I taught her at the age of 3 years old, and I was like, no. Now she was like, Mom, let's play. No.
You gotta keep those winning championships intact. You gotta keep them tight. You gotta lock them down.
I tell her every time we play, I lose my mojo because of you.
No, you're not losing your mojo. You're just passing the baton. Pass
Exactly.
it on down. It's great.
Hey, have y'all played the endless challenge mode on Mario Maker?
That's what I was doing
You know what?
earlier, and I got my butt kicked.
I'm pacing myself.
Yeah,
I did play the co-op though. So I got my first play on. Yeah. I
did
played
2
that. What was
games.
that? Yesterday.
I did 2 games of those online things. Holy hell, the lag was real.
Oh yeah, the lag is horrible.
It was that lag. Sometimes it was good and sometimes it was bad. Like it just depended for me, but like most of the time it was bad.
Man, I thought Smash Bros was bad, man, but Mario Maker's worse.
Oh yeah.
It's worse than Smash Bros. on 3DS.
The servers are crashing on Mario Maker for sure. That's why I think that's another reason why I'm kind of like scared to just jump
crashed
online.
earlier.
Like, oh, see, there we go. That's what.
I was playing viewer levels and it just crashed. I got a communication error, and then I wanted to go back in, and it's still nothing. I was like, "What?"
That's so frustrating.
Yeah, it never crashed on me while I was playing, but I did get notified that they were like doing this maintenance thing or whatever, so I wasn't able to get online for like about an hour or so. So, like,
A little heads up would be nice.
But yeah, like the reason why I quit normal endless challenge, it was just I was trying to make my whip to 1. I was getting pretty close. I was ranked 17 before I stopped. It was just way too time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm surprised I even got up to rank 100. Like for real.
One of my viewers got to 300 on easy.
For real?
Yeah.
Dang, 300 on easy. Dang. That's probably better than 17 on normal. Just being honest.
You know, I'm going through easy right now. I want to say I'm at, I think it's 33. I think, and I'm already like in the 89,000 percentile, and I'm like, oh, okay.
You could probably
Here come the
find me.
range.
You could probably find me on the normal. I'm probably like in the 30s, between 30 and 50 right now because I just stopped and my rank's gonna keep on going up and eventually I'll be off the chart.
Wow.
I was in the top 3,000 of
see
super
how far I
experts.
can go before I'm just like, okay, you know what? Let me just kind of move up. And the crazy thing is I bought Mario Maker for my 3DS, and let me tell you, the experience is so different, totally different from playing on a different.
Yeah.
Ew, Tiff, Mario Maker 3DS. Ew.
That's how I feel now. You know, and I usually don't
You call
regret
yourself
my
a gamer?
purchases.
Ew.
Ew.
Wow.
Any game is a
Before
game.
before I got
The
Mario Maker
shade
for the
of it
Switch.
all. Oh my gosh. But
before
yeah,
I got
oh
Mario
yeah.
Maker-
you can-
Here, go on. No, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say no, but on the Switch, you know, thanks a lot, Louie, because I was so gonna wait for this week. You know, and I was good, you know, and I mean, and I watched everyone. I watched a couple people that I follow on Twitch. You know, I watched the kind of like the unboxing of that, and I was like, wow, it looks so great, it looks beautiful, and I was like, if I do buy it, I have to go digital because I'm just not gonna find the time to go to anyone's store to try to pay for it. Or I would hate if I have to go to 5 stores and no one has it, then you know, I'd rather just kind of 86 that feeling altogether. So, and then I watched Rigo play, and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, no, this is great. And then Louis gets on and he's playing, he was like, I'm enjoying myself, I'm feeling good, great. And I was like, you know what? I can't take it anymore. I gotta buy it. Hold on.
It was so worth
Peer
it. This game is
pressure.
amazing.
Oh yeah, no, it's awesome.
It was
awesome.
so, like the main thing, like before I bought Mario Maker, like the thing I was worried about, like it didn't stylus or anything, and like I felt like that was gonna mess up my whole gameplay. And whenever I got it, I was like, oh, this could work, but I literally didn't know where to start, and I was like on the phone with my friend, and I was like, I don't know where to start. He didn't even know what I was talking about. He was just like, start from the beginning, and like I was like, what do you mean start from the beginning? And like I made a course. I actually made 2 courses, and I called him back, and he was like, you know how you told me to start from the beginning? He was like, yeah, well, I already made 2 courses. So, yeah, it was good. It was the Mario's horrific 20-second dash and the icy run of death. That one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, my the Mario's horrific 20-second dash, my first level I uploaded, it's still getting like good plays and stuff. It's just my other 2 levels, like they're barely getting any plays. It's just the first one that I uploaded. Like, it's weird. I don't like their system a lot.
Yeah, I don't understand how the plays work because like the new level that I did hasn't gotten very many plays, but the first level I did has gotten a lot.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing for me. Yeah, like my latest 2 levels, like they're just not really getting any plays.
Oh yeah, no, I just had to go back and just visit the channel. I see we're at 28 likes right now, you guys. If you haven't had the chance to like this stream, we need 2 more likes for a dance party. I think that's my favorite part. So if we can just get to those 30 likes, so I can embarrass myself at home. I think I'm gonna take it a step further, and if the dance party happens, I'm gonna run downstairs. I'm just gonna start dancing, and they're gonna be like, "What's wrong with her?"
I have been thinking about
30 likes on my PC.
I have been thinking about live streaming for like the past like year and a half. I just never really had the equipment. All I need now is a game capture device. It's just the only thing is that like my computer is like it's pretty slow, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to do that. And plus, I'm gonna have to have a new monitor because like my monitor doesn't even have an HDMI port. So
Yeah, that might be a problem because you do need a fairly strong computer and you need HDMI port.
yeah, definitely.
Because even my computer, it's a bit old now. It's a couple of years old, but I bought pretty good equipment and it locks up a lot.
Yeah, the computer I have was made in like 2013, 2014.
Which still isn't too bad depending on what you used. I mean, if you use like middle of the road stuff, then yeah, it's no good now. If you use top of the line stuff, then it's okay.
Yeah. Like, do you use what game capture device do you use? Do you use Elgato?
No, I actually use a Razer Ripsaw. So it's something that not a lot of people use. I like it. I only got it because it was the first like 3.0 USB capture card that was out, and it's good, but it's starting to fail on me. The connection it uses for the USB port is a really strange connection, and it's really loose. So like it constantly screws up whenever I'm starting up the stream. So I have to get a new one.
I love my Elgato.
Yeah, the Elgato. I heard Elgato's really
The only
good.
issue with it is you cannot stream PlayStation 3 games.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
That's the only
Like,
issue.
Like games are like the actual
Boo
console.
for not being
The
able
console.
to stream PlayStation 3.
Oh,
What
yeah,
I
you can't play
know,
PS3
I
games on
know.
PS4.
I tried so many
I
times.
thought they were cross compatible again. I thought.
No,
What
because
is that
if you,
weird sound in the
if you do
background?
if you do it with the it works from the capture card towards your TV, but it doesn't work through OBS. So you can actually play the game on your TV if you connect it to the capture card, but as soon as you open up broadcasting software,
Ooh, I see
it
we
doesn't
have
pick
some
up.
levels in the chat. Let me add them to my thing. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
and-
add these levels.
Yeah, because even my capture card, it comes with a special
guys are gonna
plug just for the
force me to
PlayStation
raise.
3.
Like
Yeah.
retro. I have to walk away from your new level and take a lunch break because
Hey Tiffy, are you good at super expert levels?
that's cute.
Wait, are you saying you're really good, or are you saying you're like absolute garbage at them?
Oh no, like I'm trash.
Oh,
Beyond
alright.
trash. Like I am like super expert. I'm not there yet. Like I really have to, build up the skills. I'm not into Kaizo. Like, Kaizo gives me anxiety. I start to sweat in my hands. Like I don't know. I don't have time for that kind of stress.
Kaizo.
If
So-
I had
Kaizo,
a perfect
oh, yeah.
Kaizo training level,
And then
I have a perfect.
and
Kaizo
I
training
call
level, yeah.
myself trying to do a super expert when I played. I played it on the 3DS. Anything Japanese, automatic skip. I don't have time for it. I think I cleared 2 levels on super expert. 2, which is a huge accomplishment for me.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I was only
but other
able to,
than that,
on the old Mario Maker, on 100 Mario Challenge on Super Expert, I was only able to complete it like one time ever, and I was on my last life, and there was 4 seconds left on the final level I had to beat. Like it was insane. Like I was only like 13 years old as well.
Wow.
GG.
GG. Yeah. My eyes started watering up. I was like, holy shit! Like I actually did it. Like
Yeah, I
never-
was like, what was that?
Was that
mom came in and
Super expert
she was like,
clear.
Still league.
Where's
My
my
mom
phone?
came
I
in.
need to take a picture.
Are you hungry? Alright, hey, I'm gonna go make my little brother some food. I'll be right back.
All right.
Food sounds nice.
Oh my gosh, Christy, and how's Emma? Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She's so pretty.
I know she takes after me.
And it shows. It shows.
Nah, she looks like.
I was like,
Genius.
oh my
She's
God,
doing
I was
great.
like-
She's getting
I was
cocky
like, oh,
though.
that's so awesome.
She's getting cocky, so that's a problem.
How old is she?
7 months, almost.
Wow.
She knows exactly when she asks to get to her. So she's making all kind of noises. She's even crying on purpose just to get some attention. I'm like, damn girl, you a diva.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's in the formula. I don't know what it is, but these babies are on it. And it's funny
Yeah.
because I have a little cousin. She's an Emma also, but she's 3. You know, she's definitely a diva. Definitely. But we were kind of like, but we were joined at the hip from when she was like 6 months. Like
Must be
that
the
was
name.
my
Must be
that
the
was my
name.
best friend. It's something about the name. She's awesome. She's great.
Murph
she's
picked wrong.
super
I was not
smart.
prepared for a diva. This was not part of the deal.
Now you have to deal with it for the rest of your life. You said 7 months, or she's going on 7 months. Is she a January baby? Question mark.
December 17th, actually.
Close enough. Close enough. Okay. That's fine. And you know, something about the number 17, it's popular. I know quite a few people who share that day with your daughter. I know quite a few people. At least 5.
I'm an 18th.
Okay.
April 18th?
Well, I'm a 12.
I'm an Aries. I'm a stubborn old bastard.
Me too. I'm the 17th.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. You guys
Of
are like
April?
one after another.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm a Capricorn. I'm very stubborn, but it's okay. You know, I've learned
Aries
to
wins,
own
though.
it.
Aries wins.
Well, again, that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine. Just a little jealous.
I
I'm
have
saying it a
actually no
lot,
clue
though.
what I've got no clue what you're talking about. I have a hard time
I was
following
like,
it in
what?
German.
There's no
They're
need for me to be jealous. I have horns just like you.
They're
But mine's
talking
curl a little
about
different.
zodiac signs.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know the zodiac says, but I don't know.
We're the
don't know
we're
them
the
in
cousins
German.
of the
I mean,
zodiac.
Yeah, I
We're
have
like
no idea.
cousins.
I don't
It's fine.
really care about zodiac signs.
Well, I have a game here that is something with zodiac age. Maybe I can learn more about it then, because I'm not really into it.
When I heard Aries there, I thought of the Greek god more of than the zodiac
Yeah.
sign. Greek
I am
god
known-
of war. 'cause
I am
war
known
is
to
better.
make
But Aries is
unnecessary
ram
conflicts.
in Latin too. Latin, the dead language, but oh wait, no, it's a squeaky toy.
I don't know how do you pronounce it, Libra or Libra?
Oh, Libra?
Libra, yeah.
Oh, scales. Libra.
I
is
don't think they
scales.
affect you that much, but I'm actually a pretty chill out guy, so it kind of matches this the
Matches what they say.
characteristics of Libra.
Well, Aries suits me fine. I'm a hothead.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, that's because you're Spanish.
It's the fiery blood.
Yeah.
What's
Macho.
my excuse, neighbor? Because I'm Dutch.
Everywhere.
Is that it?
Dutch.
You mean all Dutch people are hotheads?
Nederlanden.
Yeah, I know.
Is that my
But I
excuse?
don't
'Cause I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't speak Dutch, unfortunately. I can only say ik ben bezopen.
Well, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, I know.
It means
I
I'm
have
drunk.
to know how to
For those who
order
don't
a
know.
beer.
Or technically, it means I'm wasted. But
Oh, yeah, that's I'd learn that.
Well, I know one insult in Dutch, but it's, I mean, nobody understands it anyway here, so I can say it. It's kankerlee, which I think is pretty hard.
That's for me. That's no go.
Yeah, exactly. For me as well. I was shocked when I heard what it meant.
Is someone googling that right now?
I don't think you can type it correctly.
I hear some click clack bin on the keyboard, so.
Yeah, me too.
I was typing to Ninja.
Okay.
That was it.
I mean, sure. I mean, do what you want. You look it up. I don't care. I'm just curious.
No, but it's don't look it up. It's a nasty word.
Yeah.
There are lots of nasty words that you don't need another language to say.
Well, the problem with Dutch cussing is that everything has to do with diseases.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the problem with Dutch
Gross.
cussing.
Gross.
Oh,
Yeah, well, hey, I didn't make it up.
that could get pretty gruesome.
It was made up like 1,200 years ago or something. I don't know.
That's why you're to blame.
I'm sorry.
By the way, you want to hear a fun fact about the Netherlands? Did you know that the Netherlands were in war for 350 years and nobody noticed?
I've read that before.
What?
Yeah, they declared war on the Scilly Islands, which is a proper name for this occasion. and then they just forgot about it. And 350 years. The Scilly Islands in near England.
Really?
Yeah, there was a war declared and they forgot.
I am so happy that they did not ask me to join the army because we would lose.
They didn't even fire shots. That's the bad thing. They declared war and nobody responded, so they just went home.
Where was the place? There was one place that declared war, and they went to go fight war, and they came back with an extra soldier at the end. So they actually had like.
It's Liechtenstein.
Was that what it was? Yeah.
It's between Switzerland and Austria. They went to war in Italy, and had no casualties and brought back an Italian friend.
What? Oh, that's.
They just randomly found him on the side of the street or so.
He followed us home. Can we keep him?
Yeah.
But it's so cute. Come on, Sarge.
I promise I'll feed him and walk him every day.
He gave me
Wow.
Those are just the best kinds of wars where just nothing bad happens, and then you make friends. It's like amazing.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
Wow.
I mean, Key West once declared war on America. Did you hear about that?
No.
It's very funny. The US put a checkpoint on Key West to kind of get the Cuban refugees away from the mainland, and it pretty much destroyed the tourism on Key West. So they just made up a country called I forgot the name, like something with TH, Conch Republic, and they immediately declared war on the US. 1 minute later, they surrendered, and then they wanted like $1 billion for the damages from the war, which never happened.
Oh my god.
I guess we just wanted money. We're just greedy bastards. Give us money for nothing.
Sometimes with all the lawsuits, we say here, only in America.
Only in America.
Yeah.
And that's not me. That's not only America.
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 Where you from? I'm from America.
America.
American.
American.
Oh my gosh.
Where we have a lot of... No, we have a lot of tornadoes, not hurricanes.
I mean, where else in the world can you sue Red Bull for drinking it and not giving you wings and win?
Wait, really?
Right.
Has that lawsuit...
That's definitely a thing.
Only in America.
Did that lawsuit happen?
Yes. And the
It's
guy
a-
won.
It's
That
a
is-
real thing.
That is
Sued
hilarious.
for false advertising. Craziest thing I think I've ever heard. Ever.
I know, right?
I was just like, I just need to find one opportunity, just one, you know, get a few 100,000. I'm not being greedy, just a few 100,000.
Just
enough
a
to
little
pay
bit.
my bills, and just a little, you
Just
know,
a
I
tiny
would be
bit.
fine. Look, I would be fine with a $250,000. 250K. I'm fine with that. That's enough to clear up all my debt. And I got maybe about, I don't know, 6,000 or 7,000 worth of that. That's it. Clear that up. Buy some land. Build something. A duplex. Maybe. I don't know. Build something. And then rent it out. I'll live in one of the units, rent out the rest. There's
Tiff, if
some,
you want to
know-
build something, I still got some Lego blocks lying about.
No, you didn't. No,
also
you
have-
didn't.
I also have
It's
Duplo.
not enough.
They are bigger.
It's not enough.
People don't hurt as bad as
It's
a Lego.
not enough. The
Okay, I'm
little
gonna drop my
cube
phone
of
and walk
Legos
away.
is not enough to build my empire.
Oh,
I-
now
you
it's
know,
an empire.
Yeah,
do
go
want
big
more
or go
than-
home.
Oh,
Go
that's
big
true.
or go home.
I'd go home.
I'd go home.
Anything to avoid hard labor. I see how it is. I see how it is.
For now. Been no, I haven't done that much hard labor.
You guys are too funny.
Okay, wait. What do we have going on here?
So I'm going now. It's 1:30 a.m.
1:30 a.m. Thank you so much for chatting with us, man. I hope you have a good sleep. And
Yeah, thanks. Likewise.
thanks for sharing, man.
Good night, man.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night, Boyd and Melissa.
Good night. Oh, I have pictures of my cat. I'll post those, I guess.
I have no idea what I'm doing on this level.
Reset.
Wandering
When?
aimlessly.
Pretty much.
What's in the note block at the top?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, but I don't know how I'm going to trigger it.
Oh my gosh. GG.
Actually. Oh.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
Are they still search? Oh my gosh. But MTG is Magic the Gathering.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never played
You
Magic.
It's
Okay,
fun.
now stand in between the on-off switch blocks, Luke. Otherwise, you're gonna get locked. Go, go, go! Go, 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 go! Yes! There we go.
It's going to blow up.
Don't get killed.
Yeah, my luck, I would. See you next time, man. Thanks so much for chatting. I really appreciate it. Have yourself a good night, and thank you for just all the support and everything.
Yes, good night. I'm not sure who's leaving, but good night.
Bodenlose.
Oh, okay.
Sleep is
I'm not gonna butcher his name.
I did many times for a long time.
You know, I'm a little weird. Like, I kind of get self-conscious because, you know, for whatever reason, I don't know why Wrencher is such a hard last name to pronounce. It's just like pronouncing like wrench but without the W. It's kind of weird, but they'll throw whatever letters in there. They'll be like, oh yeah, Rancher, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So with my last name, like growing up, you know, like I've been called Jolly Rancher, and I used to get real self-conscious about that. You know, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, you know, like that's not my name, blah. Like I wouldn't even eat Jolly Rancher candies because of it, you know.
No.
But like I got older and I kind of got over it. So I'm just like, well, you know what? I'm gonna throw a twist on it. So instead of saying Jolly Rancher, it was Jolly Rancher, and that was like my screen name in like middle school. I kind of went with it that way, kind of put like a little spin. So I went with that from like middle school to even high school, even like creating an email, haha, Jolly Rancher. So it's like a little inside joke between myself and a few friends. Like the only friends that I have left, you know, from middle school and high school, you know, and again, like it's only two of them that I communicate with. I don't want to say like regularly because, you know, like we're all adults and, you know, we have like a crazy working schedules and, you know, they have families, they have kids. So, but when we get together, it's like we've never missed a beat at all. We're actually supposed to be planning something soon. They're supposed to be coming down for a birthday. So, you know, the squad's getting back together for a little bit. I'll be sure to, you know, take pictures and I'll post them. And we're supposed to be doing a water park for a birthday coming up in August. So
that sounds fun.
Yeah, so although we're I'm supposed to be starting
parks.
a new job in a couple weeks. We're supposed to be going to Raging Waters. And I haven't been to Raging Waters since I was a kid. My gosh.
I heard about that water park.
Yeah, Raging. Oh my gosh, when I was a kid, Raging Waters was everything. After school programs closer to the summertime, especially in California, like in LA, they're just like, oh yeah, you know what, field trip, let's go to Raging Waters. We were going like every other weekend.
I'm glad my daughter's not here right now because that's all she's been talking about is water park, water park. I'm like, you're nothing but a water bug.
Are great. So fun.
I think I remember seeing like ads for those with Capri Suns all the time when Saturday morning cartoons were a thing.
Yes.
You mean the drinks, Capri Sun?
Yeah, Capri Sun, roaring waters.
I know what you're
and I
talking
think-
about.
You don't. Oh gosh.
You
I
know, it's
remember
one of those
seeing them.
flavors I didn't like. It didn't taste very well, so I was like, no, I don't want that one. And it wasn't the Roaring Waters one. I think it was like Pacific Cooler. I don't know. It was like beach
That
water
one
to me.
tasted. Ugh.
Oh,
I don't.
I
think
didn't
we
like
ever
that
really
one.
got
That one
Capri
don't
Sun.
taste good.
So yeah, no. Can we just let's just go with the fruit punch and throw it in the freezer first? I like a little slush. It's fine.
Ooh,
Oh, wait,
that
I
sounds
can do
good.
it. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Very
mind
good.
a little slush right now. But you know the heat. Let's see. Well, let me check the temperature now because it's hot. Oh, it's not too bad.
What's
It's
not
not
too
too-
bad for you? Because I
Well-
bet you it'd be bad for me.
Well,
It's raining. It's
76.
too.
It's
Oh.
76. But you know it's dry today, so we have a real feel of 88. So it
Oof.
feels like 88 and it's really 76.
Okay,
It's been
88
around,
is
like, as right now it's probably like the upper 80s, lower 90s. It's been in the mid 90s all day today though.
we've been
You
in
know,
the
for-
90s for the last few days, but
Dang.
70s aren't too bad. The 80s, that's when you start getting uncomfortable.
We use the
Oh.
metric system, so I have no idea what you're talking about in Fahrenheit.
I'm
Oh,
fine
I
until-
I only know
I'm
because I
fine.
looked it up yesterday, but yeah, like we've been sitting in like the 32, 33 range, and with the humidity, it's been up to 40.
Dang. I'm fine.
Yeah, the minute my neck starts to sweat, I have a problem.
I'm
know,
fine until
that's
it gets to
right.
the hundreds. Once it hits the hundreds, I'm fine. Like upper 90s, I'm good.
No, thank
That's
you.
why I don't miss Arizona for that very reason. I survived Arizona for 14 months and I'm not going back.
Yeah, I was raised
I'm
in
not
Oklahoma.
going back.
I was raised in Oklahoma. We got a lot of dry, hot weather. But yeah, I moved to Texas, so I'm pretty much used to it.
Yeah, I can't do that one either. If I, you know, and I'm such a brat. If I don't get some kind of an ocean breeze, I'm gonna die. You know,
I'm
like,
gonna
I'm
die.
a delicate flower. I'm a
I'm a
delicate,
delicate
flower.
flower.
I'll wilt. It's just, it's terrible. Yeah, I mean, I got chocolate. I'm chocolate coated, so I melt. Yeah, no, you know, it's a mess. It is
Oh
a
my
mess.
god, that is the best thing ever.
Move to Europe,
So,
Tiff.
yeah.
There's a lot of ocean breezes here.
And you know how they love chocolate over there.
You could move to Belgium and be a Belgium chocolate.
There you go.
I'm
love
dropping my
Belgian
phone.
chocolate.
I'm
Sounds
dropping
like
my
a
phone.
Never
I
had.
tap out.
But before you declare yourselves as such, put some booze in your system, okay?
Oh my god, this is too
Yeah, that's
funny.
one of the reasons. I don't know. I'm super fortunate though because you know I work out of West LA. So when I'm like on patrol at night, I patrol a lot of the buildings. I patrol near the beach. So it's never like, you know, driving around at night. It's cool. I can handle.
Dang, Are you from
You know,
like
I
up
have
north?
to get home before the sun completely comes out. What was that?
Are you from like up north or something?
No. Southern
Oh.
California.
Oh.
I'm SoCal all day long.
Hmm.
SoCal all day long. I've worked in a lot of the major land areas in the general vicinity of Los
Oh.
Angeles County.
I never even been to California. My friends live in California though.
Yeah, don't believe the hype. That's all I can really say. Don't believe the hype. It's like it's super expensive, and everyone that lives in LA has a roommate. If you don't have like 4 or 5 incomes, it's just not gonna work unless you have a job that pays you at least, you know, I don't know, $200K, and you can pay for one of these $1 million mansions out here.
Oh my god.
Dang.
Yeah, like it's expensive, and it's only going to continue to go up from here with the football stadiums that they're building. The Rams Stadium, I think it's almost done, and I think that one is closer to LAX.
My friends live in Vallejo or around that area.
Oh yeah, that's up north.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like around San Francisco area, San Francisco, Vallejo, all those.
Yeah, that San
around.
Francisco. Well, I'll say San Francisco's about 8.5, 9 hours from where I am.
Holy
And that's
jeez.
driving north. Yeah. So we actually did a drive a few years ago when my aunt she had a house in Oakland. And from Oakland to San Francisco, it's like it was like a half an hour drive, like from where she lives. So kind of just taking all of that information and kind of tying it up and putting it in a boat. Yeah, that's about a 9 hour drive if I wanted to go that way. Yeah, my best friend actually she moved to Fremont, which isn't too far from San Francisco, Vallejo, Oakland. Yeah, they live out that way. So, but if they do fly down, it's about an hour, a little over an hour if you fly. And you know, she has like this strange connect to where she can, you know, get her flight tickets pretty cheap.
I'm hearing some pretty loud music coming through.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that
who's
loud?
that?
Who's
Will.
strumming? Is it Will?
Yeah, is that loud?
It's pretty loud.
It,
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It's okay.
Hold on one second.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's a bit better.
Don't get Louis copyright struck.
I know, right? It's like, oh, he strummed. MGM's gonna take me.
Oh jeez, no.
Alright, wait, is this a lot better?
Yeah, it's a bit better.
Thanks. Alright.
And for
Yeah.
the record, YouTube, he does not own the rights to the music. He does not own the rights to the music. I repeat, he does not own the rights to the music. Thank
Beyond
you.
him, he is off the surface of YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's crazy that with not
really
YouTube, it's the robots are so crazy with their rights. Like I streamed that performance that I had with my band. I got like 6 copyright claims for it.
Oh my
Are you
god.
serious?
Yeah,
with
and I was
your
like,
band?
I'm like, it's live. How can you claim it? They're like, oh, well, we own songs, so.
Wait, can y'all still
Wow.
hear me now?
You
Yeah,
know
now-
what I
now I
own?
hear it.
I own my face. I mean, I heard about somebody getting copyright struck for visual content
Yeah.
for the way
Yeah.
he looked.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
that is stupid.
GG YouTube algorithm. Oh my god.
Right?
No,
Did-
somebody owns your face, so you just have to deal with it.
Did he appeal to get an actual human to look at it?
I don't think YouTube does exists on actual
Well, you-
people.
Well, you can if you bug them enough. Like, hey, get
Yeah,
a
and
person to look at this to see if I actually did.
And if you're big enough.
Yeah, if you're big enough.
If you're big enough, they care. If you're a small channel, they really give zero.
Hmm. Yeah, because it's like all my analytics, everything's in the green. Everything is growing. I have more view time. I'm getting more people coming through, like more foot traffic and blah, blah, blah. And my sub count is still going down.
That's crazy.
Weird.
Mine was stable. Well,
mine-
at least.
Mine hasn't been. Like, I was up
Let me
at
see.
2934, and then I went to 2921, and now I just can't get past 2915. It keeps going
Never
down.
mind.
You know, but I feel
I spoke
like
too soon.
Oh,
lost
no, are
6
you
subs.
dropping? Yeah?
well, the thing is, I feel like we had a moment where you actually got to 3K, like you were there.
I was getting close. I was getting really close.
And it was just like, yeah, well, I mean, when I said like close, like, I mean, you could reach out and touch it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like it was right there. And then all of a sudden it was like, it's where it's at right now. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but whatever. I'm trying not to mention it too much, and maybe YouTube will listen and stop picking on my channel. I don't know. We'll see.
I had 2K. I had 2010, I think.
Mhm.
And now I'm back to 1962.
Yeah, it's
That wasn't
so
a good year
frustrating.
either.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
crossed
that-
you crossed the
Is that a-
threshold and it's
yeah,
just like,
that's a
yeah,
song.
Well, I did stop for like 2 months or something.
Bow down, down. My brothers used to always just play that on their guitar. When they
Sweet Home
hit
Alabama?
guitar. Yeah. Or I've
it's
heard
funny. I
people
was
just
actually
do that
about
a
to
lot.
sing the 8 Mile version.
I'm just
think
turning
like-
it down because we know
That
the
was in my
algorithm
head,
will
too.
automatically hit it.
I was gonna sing the 8 Mile version. One of my favorites. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, Crispy, I totally feel exactly what you're saying. Like, it's rough. It's really rough. The numbers are just a mess right now.
That's why I decided not to stream on YouTube anymore. Just Twitch and do videos for YouTube because I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one less worry because I don't expect too much on Twitch. It's more for funds.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I can't remember now. When you were talking about, there was certain
Gina,
streamers.
Thank you.
Oh.
Woohoo!
There were certain streamers that were at like 500 subs when I reached 2K, and now they're at like 3,400, and I'm still not even at 3,000 yet.
What?
Wow.
Sucks. Have you ever thought about contacting YouTube? Like, do they have like their
It's the damned algorithm, man.
Yeah, it's the algorithm. They don't care about the small channels. They're more interested in the big guys.
Well, they're making the small channels big, and they're leaving the other channels like you.
Yeah.
But as soon as you figure it out, that algorithm's gonna be your BFF.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you can figure out the code, then you're set.
I mean, look at Dave, man, how he exploded in the past year.
Oh my god, I know.
How many subs is y'all know Jesse Mercury?
I mean,
yeah.
Not to be rude, but the Hiroshima bomb got nothing on that.
How many subs does Jesse Mercury have?
2,000, right on the dot.
Dang, I've been subscribed like before he even had like 500, I think.
Yeah, I was with him from like 250.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, I've been with him for about, I'd say about like 2 years, just about 2 years.
Where's Dante?
Oh,
Well, you know, the little hiccup with my license, they I've been driving that company car for a while, and but now that I got everything straightened out, they don't bother me anyway. They just see I like Universal, like just driving beside them, and they don't do anything. I park in the red. I do all of that. They don't, if I'm jumping out to check on buildings, they don't bother me at all. I'm sorry, I'm having a conversation with my brother about stuff. So yeah. Oh my gosh, which one of you guys? No, I don't. I'm trying to be good because I want a soda. I'm gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Mario!
Copyright!
I know, copyright strike. Boom! Channel is down.
Yes.
No more live streams.
Basically.
Don't say that!
Well, thankfully, Nintendo is more lenient nowadays, so...
Nowadays, yeah.
Damn it.
At least it's not Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Are they really picky?
That was such a mess. They hit a bunch of people with strikes. Like, my brother almost went a month without being able to stream because of them. And
That was wild, and it was crazy because he was doing what everyone else was doing.
Yep.
The thing is, they had the same thing last year. They had the same thing going on last year.
Did they? I don't remember last year's.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Wow, what a mess. So it's not an accident when it's happened twice.
No, the thing is, they had everything, like, set that it shouldn't have any consequence. But the only thing is, they needed to do it themselves, manually, and they didn't do that. So... there you go. Then this crap happened.
Yep.
Yeah, they just had to press a button and it would have been done, but they did not. They did the same last year.
Sorry, that's too
When
much
they had-
effort for a
when they-
company.
Well, you know, I like
might have to
Ubisoft
remind
for
me.
the games that they make.
might
Well,
have to remind
just
me, right?
Assassin's Creed, really. I don't really give a damn about the rest, but
One of my friends, her husband works for Ubisoft.
really,
Mm-hmm.
I still think Ferran secretly works for Ubisoft.
He probably does, because their main base is in Quebec, so...
I know.
Alright, Will, sorry, man. I'm either gonna have to ask you to stop, or I'm just gonna have to disconnect you from the chat. It's just getting really hard to hear what people are saying, because all I can hear is the guitar.
Okay, sorry, I'll put it up.
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's good, I understand.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if Ferran worked for Ubisoft because that's where their main base is. Like, I asked my friend, because like her husband works for them, right? So I was just asking her to ask him advice on like who to contact if I want to try to audition for them for voice acting. And so he's like, yeah, you got to go to Quebec. He's like, send in your resume to Quebec, and they're the ones that are gonna take care of it. So it's like, all right, so it is there, so it would make sense. And he doesn't want to talk about what he does, right? So it's like, yeah, it would make sense that it's Ubisoft because if it's an indie dev, I think he would be trying to promote them.
I need a snack. I need something.
Well, there's more in Montreal though. Than
Yeah, there's a lot.
Ubisoft. There's a lot of game developers there.
I've been subscribed to you, like, Retro. What's your first name? I never knew your first name. Yep.
My name's Louis.
Louis.
Oh, Louis.
I never knew that. I just called you. I was like, "What's up, Retro?" Like,
Yeah, that's what everybody calls me. But yeah, my first name's Louis.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna ask.
That you've been subscribed to me for.
Oh yeah. I've been subscribed like for over a year. I just literally just never came on. I don't know why.
That's okay. I appreciate the subscription.
I was gonna say I'm trying to think.
I think I was just going through
how
like
long I've a few months maybe.
Yeah.
6
I think
possibly.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
been
I was
a while.
just going through Mario Maker streams and I just found you. I think I'm at a.
No, how long I've been subscribed to Louis' channel? I think it's been like 6 or 7 months. I think.
Yeah, you're getting close to a year because you've been here for a while. You've been a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
more
I-
active recently.
I came in on that BTG raid, and it's been history ever since.
Exactly.
I came in, and I was like, "Ooh," you know, and it's cool because then it's kind of awesome to watch how far Darby's come in the community. Like when I subbed to his channel, he wasn't even at 100K.
Yeah.
Like I think he was like at 80,000 subscribers, and now he's like, you know, he's almost at 200K. Like,
yeah, his channel has exploded over the last while. Because when I
Wait, who are y'all talking about?
Blue Television Games. When I subscribed to him, he was at 68,000, I think is what he was at. And and he was stuck there for a while. Like I've been subbed to him for a long time. And it was just he was, 68, then I was there when he reached 75, and it was slow, and then from 75 on he just blew right up.
oh yeah, I mean it was like he hit the ground running and hasn't looked back since.
Mm-hmm.
And even during launch day, like I popped in and and his chat was it's gone by so fast, like I don't even speak anymore because it's just over 1,000 people during his live stream. That is tremendous growth.
Ryukar, he gets like 20,000 in his live streams.
Oh yeah, Ryukar.
Launch day I saw 16.
Yeah, I saw 16 on YouTube, and I saw something like 20 on Twitch.
Dang,
there's this, right? There's Mario Maker streamers like us, and there's Ryukar.
Yeah, and then there's Ryukar.
Right. No, like he's in a category all his own. Like that is that dude. Yeah. I think I managed to catch a beginning of his live streams, and then as soon as I got there, boom, $100 donation, and he hadn't even started playing yet. He was just hanging out with Hector. Hey, here's Hector. How's it going? And like I truly believe a lot of those donations are for Hector.
I can already see it. Ryu sitting there waiting to start up with his intro screen, and then somebody donates, and he's like, "Hey, look, Hector, somebody donated money."
Right.
Yeah,
I'm not. What the heck?
I'm not a streamer. I've just been watching the live stream for 2 years. Like I just watch. You know what I mean? I just pop in, say what's up.
And we appreciate that. It's always nice to have those people that are very supportive to the community and just like to hang out. Because I've got a few people.
Yeah.
And honestly, what started for me, like I have been well, I want to say about like 4 years ago, like I was living on my own in an apartment, just paying rent and like just paying my bills and stuff, like to survive. Like I couldn't afford cable or anything like that, to where like, my only source and form of entertainment was YouTube. And then I'll be like, you know what, sheesh, which video games can I watch? Like, let me see who's played what. So I was just watching, like, you know, just random people play video games, and that was just what it was. And then I want to say it was a couple years ago when I was just like, oh, there's people that, you know, when they kind of opened up that streaming platform and it was a big thing, you know, I would watch a couple streams here and there. But again, it started with Blue Television Games. And then, like, you know, I wouldn't stay too long because, again, I was working and doing other things. And then I was like, oh, they have these things called raids. What is that? So I've gone in on a couple of those, but Louis definitely stuck out to me. I was like, well, I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit. This is nice. It's quiet. Like, it's cool. You know, like, you're not dealing with a whole lot of people. It's like, oh my gosh, shout me out. Oh my gosh, do this. Oh my gosh, play my level. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Notice me. Read my last message. Notice me.
Right. And it's just like, you know.
Because like I had a time.
Oh, you didn't pick me, so I'm gonna unlike your video. I'm gonna give you a thumbs down. I'm gonna unsubscribe because
no, I don't like these people.
But I mean, once you get that size, that's pretty much who you have chatting. Because the people that are usually really nice tend to stay quiet, and it's those people that tend to take over once you're that big. Like I've said it multiple times. When I started, you know, I was getting 50 to 60 people watching me on a regular basis, and it got to the point where it was hard to follow chat. Because it was just going the whole time. And, you know, for a new guy who had no practice, to have 60 people talking was way more than I could handle. Now it's nice that, like, when it's, you know, like today, when people are actually talking, it's nice to have conversations going. But it is interesting when you do see the chat going crazy, because then there's no silent moments. Because sometimes even with mine, you know, I'll have like 8-9 people watching me and nobody talking, and it's just silence, and it's awkward for me because I'm in front of the camera and nobody's talking, right?
Yeah.
So it is nice when you have like a big crowd, because even if there's people just constantly repeating the same thing, you do have the people that you know you can rely on having a good conversation with.
Well,
absolutely.
You just gotta insert that inner schizophrenic person and talk to yourself.
Pretty much. And that's probably the hardest part about streaming when you first start, is just talking to yourself.
Yeah, it is. Well, I thought it like, okay, so I'll just do as I used to do. I'll just play like I did with my Legos, all by myself.
All by myself.
Exactly.
Crispy, you are too funny.
Legos were the best.
They're still the best.
Yeah, they're still the best. I agree.
Dude.
But we didn't really have Legos. We had like those jumbo blocks.
Oh,
the real big blocks.
Mega blocks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And they came in a bag.
They had some pretty good IPs.
Legos came in a box.
Like,
yeah, these jumbo blocks, they came in a bag.
There's like
man, my brothers would leave them all over the place. Legos everywhere.
Is that the American version of Legos? American version.
Well, the American version of Legos is Legos.
Wrong, because Legos is Danish.
No, there's Legos, and then there's like the generic version, like Mega Bloks.
Mega Bloks.
So that's all it is.
Pretty cool sets with like Halo and Destiny, but I only care for the Halo ones if I.
Dead franchises.
Yeah.
Halo's alive still. It's almost dead.
It's almost dead.
But then they're gonna revive it in 2020.
It's dying out. I could never get into Halo. I just couldn't.
No, Halo was my childhood. I remember playing Halo whenever I was like 4 years old. It was pretty fun. I just shot things. I didn't even know what was going on because I was only like 4.
Sci-fi. I love sci-fi.
See, I was really into the first Halo. After that, I couldn't really get into it anymore. But the first one I thought was really fun.
I think I was having a conversation with my cousins. We were talking about something, and I don't know what happened. I was like, man, I hate Halo. He was like, whoa, you're so disrespectful. I was like, but it's not for me. It's not for me. It's not for me. Like, I don't know. I can't, you know, like if I watch them play and then, you know, I find myself, you know, taking a nap. So it's nothing personal, but Halo's not for me. I like the action. I like action adventure, like Nathan Drake.
Oh, I
He
love
keeps you
those.
on your toes.
If you wanted
Oh
a
my
good
gosh.
shooter game back in the day, Medal of Honor.
Yeah, the old Medal of Honor stuff. Oh
I
yeah.
guess. I don't-
Back in the day when
Yeah.
EA still made good games.
Yeah.
And they weren't so DLC hungry.
Well,
They-
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
breathing and there's breathing. You inhale, $5 DLC to exhale. I have some memes like that. I should post in the Discord.
and
I'm
EA
waiting in my
doesn't
game.
understand why people see them as the bad guys.
Oh my god, when I read that, that was ridiculous.
Did you rate that? Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was so dumb.
What
Hey,
an idiots.
Oh my
y'all like
God.
y'all like DGR or Ryukar more?
I like
What
them
would y'all
both for
prefer?
different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although, what I do feel like is we're getting a shit ton more of troll levels just because of Dave's videos. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god, I know.
I don't give a crap about troll levels. Get them away from me.
yeah, but the thing is, like, I like DGR. It's just like I'm not trying to like be really judgmental. It's just like he smiles like really hard and it creeps me out sometimes. Like he just he's always smiling. Like it just creeps me out sometimes. I don't know why. I mean, I get it. He's good at Mario Maker. He's a great streamer and
You
all
should
that.
check Dave's Discord and then the many faces of Dave.
Oh my god, yeah.
Go there and you will have nightmares.
Dave, I
the
hope you're not
things-
watching.
Sorry, Dave, love you.
One of the things I like about Ryukar, it's just his big beard. Like it's just what
Chadley's
makes
beard is
him like his
better.
big beard. Who's
Chadley's
No,
beard is.
but even
Oh,
in like
Chadley.
so Ryukar is so entertaining. Like I don't mind like watching him. I could watch him and his humor is a little dry for some, but I enjoy it. It's
Yeah,
so-
Ryukar-
great.
I don't
like
like
his dry
Ryukar's
humor.
live streams. I don't find him that entertaining in live. Just because his chat's
No,
so
I like
crazy. and
his videos. Oh
his
my
videos,
god,
though, yeah,
they're
his
great.
videos. I love his videos. I watch
I
every
always
one of
watch
Dave's
Ryu.
videos too, but Ryu is the one that I put on. He's more of the one that I put on when I'm doing stuff around the house. So Ryukar is just kind of on, and I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
Dave, I watch him just because he makes me smile. I mean, I've known Dave for a long time, and he still pops in every once in a while and watches my streams, and he's just like this really, really great guy. So I love watching his videos just because I know how nice he is.
Yeah.
But you're right. All he does is smile. He's like the most positive person in the world.
yeah, you're talking
And
about
he
Dave
thinks
from.
it's weird that people think he's Canadian.
Yeah. But he's
He's
so
Amer-
Canadian.
He's
Wait, is it-
American, but he's acting like Canadian.
He is.
Isn't hey Retro? Is it me or is it my computer? It says you're live right now on YouTube. I
He
think
is.
This be oh he is.
Yeah,
He is
I'm
live
on.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I
on
didn't
YouTube.
even know that. I didn't even know that. I thought we were just chilling in the Discord chat. I didn't even know we were live on YouTube.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube.
You're both.
Woo!
Oh man, that's too funny.
Say hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody.
Everybody can
really
hear you
like
now.
Well then.
Don't worry, there's not a whole bunch of people watching, so nothing too crazy happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. What is the YouTube video even about? I'm going to it right now. My computer's hella slow, so I'm.
Oh, we were doing a mental disability like awareness stream. So anything that we got, we were gonna donate to charity.
Oh, that's good.
Man, just about like mental health and awareness for people who are
Yeah,
suffering
man.
with illness.
When I say
Oh, yeah.
Rigo's channel freaking snapped with the donations. Like
I bet.
it was. I mean,
Yeah.
it was
I see it.
wild. It was crazy. It was crazy. $100 donations left and right. Like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh. I was like, I gotta be fair. I don't know how I'm gonna get to work. I would love to donate that much money, but I can't right now anyway.
My games.
Now, when I get this new job with the $2 raise, and I have a little extra change in my pocket, then I'll probably be able to give more. But
They're just gonna be donating
yeah.
video games
Oh
to
my God,
everybody.
Oh yeah. Sponsor me Fire
Right, 'cause-
Emblem. I'll try it out.
No, of course. that has to be some kind of a tax write-off. I'm just saying.
I'm
That
just
has to
saying.
be some kind of...
If I did have
Oh
money,
yeah, no, I'm just saying, hey, look, this is who I sponsor. I need to write that off on my taxes.
yeah, if I did have money on my debit card, I would donate. But I literally have like $0.00 right now because
Who's
last
walking
time
outside on the beach?
last time I went to this gas station, I was short like 25 cents, so like it drained out my whole debit card, and you just said to come back and with change the next time you come. Like, yeah, so I have like no money on my debit card, but I should be getting.
Tiff,
Yeah, I should be getting
Oh
like.
no.
is it your fan?
I should be getting like
No,
40
I'm turning
bucks
it off.
next
I'm
week.
turning it off. I'm turning it off.
Yeah, no, it's okay. There's no need for donations. Like
Yeah.
I figured I wasn't gonna get too many because I don't have the most active channel right now. It was more about just bringing awareness to everything that's happening. And just like
Absolutely.
chatting with people and letting them know, you know, that this is a real situation and we're not alone. It was more about that than the money.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of live streamers who do that, but I'm glad you're one of them.
Well, I'm glad that you're here hanging out.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, but I'm glad you're raising awareness for that.
Yeah, what you and Rigo are both doing it's absolutely amazing. It's incredible, and you guys are extending the platform to give people that voice to, you know, speak on things that was extremely traumatic for them, to speak on things that was very horrific for them, you know, and it gives them that courage, you know, just to have that that safe space. So it was very inviting for some, and like I said, just listening to everyone's stories, I'm a giant marshmallow. So I was just, you know, I cried, I had to take a break, come back, and then someone else is sharing another story. I was like, oh my gosh, the tears just won't stop. Again, you know, I was doing the ugly cries in silence. It was just a mess, you know. And then all the donations that was coming in, so I was like, oh wow, this is awesome, you know, like this is great. And yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, that was all I could do. Was, oh my god, I can't.
But that's what it's about, right? There's being online, and then there's having a community, and I think it's important just that people be reminded that there is a community and that we're all friends. And you know, if you don't feel comfortable with my group of people, well, there's Crispy. When he's on, he's got his own group of people, and my brother's got their group, and each one finds where they kind of feel most comfortable, right? Because there are people that used to watch me religiously, and then they went off and started watching my brother, and they watch him more now, or they go off and watch Crispy and watch him more now, and vice versa. There are people that used to watch my brother that now watch me more than him, and it's just, you find kind of where you feel the most connection with the community, and that's what we're trying to do, is show you that there is a community out there for you. May it not be mine.
Yeah. Who
cares, as long as you find somebody that makes you feel like you're part of that group.
Yeah, the people that I mainly hang around in live streams, have y'all heard of Mike Can't Game? Like,
yep.
Yeah,
No,
Mike Can't Game, Retro for the first time, you, Papa Joesters, I'm Papa Joester, the Gamers Haven, like Jesse Mercury, Slayer Dan, like just those people, you know. Yeah. Oh, and Dragon Whelp. Y'all heard of Dragon Whelp?
Yeah.
His
voices.
Oh, Dragon?
Yeah, Dragon Whelp's
pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, I know
Yeah,
Dragon.
he's really cool.
I haven't watched him in a while. I need to.
He's really good
Ohana.
RPG channel.
I've been busy and just not feeling like watching him.
Which is fine. I mean, we all get our moments where we're like, I'm not really in the mood for that channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And time zones.
Yeah,
Yay, time zones.
that really doesn't help. And that's one thing that's made my channel kind of suffer, is I built my channel on European viewers, and now I don't stream European times, so I'm having to rebuild my community with American time zones, right? So it's, time zones really mess up a lot of friendships.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be able to stream 1 week European times, the other week American times, and now I just have to do religiously European, which sucks. But
Hey, Ash, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Retro Squad.
Hey,
Funny Man Helper. Hey, we're getting a Phil Fantastic raid. Guys, we're getting raided. Welcome, guys. Anthony, Christina, Funny Man, Retro,
Raiders.
Cool Trainer, Camilo. Guys, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it.
Welcome
to all of you guys.
Raiders.
But yeah, hey, what about Channel Absolute Zero? Have y'all heard of him?
No, I haven't heard of that
No.
channel.
Yeah, he has a lot of subscribers. I forgot, but like he quit streaming for like over a year, and he's just coming back. He used to get like 100 people in his chat, like on average. Now he only gets like 30.
Wow.
Around that. But yeah, I mean, I guess he's coming back. I'm not exactly sure, but he's a pretty cool guy. I really enjoy his videos and streams. They're really great. It's mainly been Mario Maker. I mean, he does other games as well. But yeah.
Huh?
Hey, Retro. I remember in your other stream you were talking about like how like people who like play Mario Maker like nonstop like get.
I'm
really
sorry,
bummed
I'm getting
out and-
texts about work right now and schedules. So if I have to excuse myself, I'm just responding to people right now.
No problem, Tiff.
All right, but yeah, like you're talking about like how like there's like a lot of people who play Mario Maker and like if they play like nonstop, they just get like really tired of it and just hate it. I mean, I think that like Channel Absolute Zero, I think that's probably like one of the reasons why I stopped for all. Like maybe not just because of Mario Maker, but because of the constant streaming. Because like he streamed like almost every day for a long time.
Yeah, and it's
But,
happened to a few
burnout for
channels.
you?
Yeah, I've known 3 channels specifically who have had that happen where they burnt out because all they did was play the same game, and it was sadly Mario Maker because it's fun, but eventually it gets repetitive, right? So it's like how much can you actually play this?
It's real. Yeah, I've been playing Mario Maker for like 3.5 years, so like I understand like how that work and all that.
But it's you have to learn how to balance it out. That's why I play a variety of stuff. Like yesterday, even though we got cut off short, I was doing a horror stream, and today Mario Maker, and tomorrow will probably be Zelda again. Because I try to make it interesting for me. I know when I do horror streams, nobody's gonna watch. I'll have like the 6 or 7 people.
What horror have you streamed?
Yesterday we were doing. Well, I've done a lot, but yesterday we were doing the Whistleblower DLC for Outlast. But I've done like regular Outlast. I've done Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 2 the Classic Edition, Resident Evil. Have I done one? I don't think I've done one. I've done Silent Hill 1 and 2, and I'm working on 3. I've done Resident Evil 7. I've done a few other VR games that are horror based. So I've done quite a bit of horror. But I enjoy doing stuff like that. Hey, Phil, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Guys, to everybody who just popped into the chat on the raid, we are raising awareness for mental health, and any donations we do get are being donated to crisis.
Mental health is an issue that is near and dear to me.
There we go.
If you need help, don't be afraid of the stigma.
I like to watch some
Reach
horror,
out to
so
someone.
If I'm ever on, I'll probably join.
Yeah, I would definitely appreciate that. But yeah, we are donating everything to Crisis Service Canada, you guys. And thank you all for being here, and for you guys who are chatting with me. I really appreciate all you guys kind of showing the support and coming out for this. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I do a lot of horror streams, but they're usually really quiet. I do them more for me. I do have like the certain sadistic people that like to make me freak out and yell and scream. Chris,
I have no idea who you're talking about.
But it is just for me. Like, I like being scared. I like playing horror games. And the people that do come and watch, they tend to have a good time watching me freak out when I get scared.
Outlast is a pretty.
Well, I must confess, I nearly always wet myself.
Yeah,
I saw when Stewie scared you recently.
No, it wasn't Stewie. That's the thing.
Oh, it wasn't him.
666 bits, but I don't have the bit set up for a jump scare.
Oh.
And then Simon or Guyspot came, and he did it right after that, and that scared me shitless.
Oh my god, that's too funny. Your reaction was priceless, though. Your reaction was so good.
I'm back, you
I
guys.
don't really watch Twitch that often.
But
Like,
I
I'm
just
mainly just,
checked the
YouTube
numbers,
guy.
you guys, and you know what time it is. It's 30 like hype. 30
Is it actually?
like hype.
35, actually.
Oh my
You're late.
Yes!
You're late.
Let's go!
Okay, I'm
goes
looking
off.
at
Tiffy,
You need to do.
Tiffy, what's your channel's?
You need to do a casita now.
Oh.
I don't have that song. Let me find it.
Oh.
Hey Tiffy, what's your channel?
My channel? I don't have it. Well, oh no. Well, on YouTube, it's just Tiffany Rencher.
Hello.
All right, guys.
Tiffany.
You
I'll drop
guys
a
on
comment.
chat
Hold
won't
on.
hear me
All right.
because you can't hear the music. But everybody else who's watching, guys, when we reach 30 likes, we do a dance party. So make sure you turn up those speakers and dance with me and embarrass yourself. Let us dance away. I'm hoping that this works. I don't know if this is the right song, but hopefully it is. And yeah, guys, thank you for all the likes, for all the support, because we're here for mental health awareness and all the support that you guys give, even just to hang out and know that you guys are loved and that we are here. And if you ever need help, reach out, because there's nothing wrong with asking for help. Let's dance away, guys, and kind of brush off some of that sadness and enjoy. Thank you so much, guys. Let's dance away.
I'm not on the stream, so it's just dead silent.
That is for me as well.
It's just kind of like awkward, just like to know that there's music on the stream, but like
You can't hear it?
yeah,
Everything. I'm not watching the stream right now.
Is that
My
Tiff we hear screaming?
computer.
I'm pretty sure it's stiff.
My computer's gonna. My computer's gonna start being like really slow if I open up a live stream while I'm on a Discord chat.
I'm sorry.
My
You
computer
have to
sucks really
excuse
bad.
me. That was definitely me. I am a streamer.
That's amazing.
Yeah, my computer's so bad. Like I have to watch live streams at like 420p. I can't go any higher than that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean it works out for me. I just can't go up to like 720 and like 1080 and all that. 420. Or not. It's for something. I forgot.
I think it's 420, but even on
Yeah,
on a small
420.
window, it doesn't look too bad at 420.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah,
it's
I have
480. So
Or is it 480?
480
Yeah,
and
480. Yeah, 480.
Yeah.
I have a little small monitor, so
Yeah, so it should still look okay at that rate.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna disconnect again real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, no problem.
I've only had Nintendo consoles like my whole life. I've had like one non-Nintendo console like one time in my life,
Mhm.
which was, well, yeah, I was an Xbox One. Like I actually got rid of it like 2 days ago so I could get a bike. I've had it for like I'd say about like 2 months. Just
okay.
because I wanted to play GTA 5 and all that, but I got bored of it like really quick, and I needed a bike so I could ride all around town and all that.
Mhm.
So yeah, I was y'all heard of Offer Up?
No.
Yeah, it's this local selling app. You can do trades on there as well. This guy was selling his bike for like $120, and I was like, hey, I'll trade you this Xbox with like the game and all that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is a cool deal.
Yeah, he just pulled up with the bike in his truck. I gave him the Xbox with the controller and all that. Got a nice bike. It's 7 gear mountain bike.
I know.
But yeah, it's a pretty good bike.
Yeah, I need to ride my bike more. I'm so lazy.
My bike got stolen, so I can't ride it.
Oh,
Ah,
that
dang,
sucks.
Yeah, I left it at my brother's house, and someone broke into his backyard and stole my bike.
Dang.
Oh. People are evil.
I know, right? Oh well, that's my excuse now for not having to ride my bike. I guess I just have to drive everywhere. I don't have a bike anymore.
Aw, such a shame. Gotta drive.
I know,
Man,
right?
I don't even have a car. I need to get a car soon because I'm gonna be turning 16 next month, and I need to start driving around.
Cars are expensive, man. Be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get like a cheap, like probably between like $1,000 and $2,000 car, somewhere around there.
Hey, that's more than my car's worth.
God dang.
Yeah, my car was worth $500.
Dang. I mean, if it goes, like for me, if it goes, I'm good. If it goes, I'm good.
Yeah, and that's what it is for me.
Yeah. But yeah, I need to get a job. For real. I've applied because I'm only 15 and there's not a lot of places I can apply to. I applied at Chick-fil-A and this I also applied at this car wash as well. They didn't even know how old you had to be. They just said they'd call me back. They never called me back. I applied to this one local place. This like slushy making place. They said you can be 15. They said they'd call me back. Like there was only like one application, and that like I signed an application. And, like there was none like next to mine, but like they still didn't call back. So I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to create one, like go door to door, like mow someone's lawn or something.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can call them because, you know, they forget or they lose the paper or whatever. And just by calling them, you kind of trigger them to call you in. So you could always follow up.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that tonight or tomorrow because, yeah, they close at like 11 or 12.
I'm gonna head off right now.
Okay, well, thank you so much for chatting with us and being here.
Yeah, thanks for, because I've struggled with this in the past, and people need to. It's tough.
It is.
It's a bad time.
Yeah, and it's you know, you can feel alone, but just remember you're not. Even our nerdy community, we're all friends, and you know, there's always somebody you could talk to.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
It was fun, and see you later.
Okay, have yourself a good night.
Later.
You too.
Good night.
Night.
Good night. Bye.
Well then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ending real soon too. My butt's starting to hurt from sitting here. I don't know how my brother's doing it for so many hours.
Well, he's a pro. He does it daily.
I know, right? He does like 5-6 hour streams every day. I don't know how he does it. I get to like 3 and I'm like, yeah, my butt's starting to hurt.
I don't even know where he gets the time from, man. I mean, jeez.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's easy when you work night shift and you have nothing to do during the day.
I've had this
I guess
same
that's
cheap,
true.
like $30 chair. It's like this nice. I don't even think it's real leather. It's like plastic leather. I call it leather, like that really cheap stuff. It's pretty comfortable. It keeps your back up straight. I've had it for like over 2 years now. It has no armrest, but I mean, yeah, I use it. For the
Yeah,
computer.
as long as you're comfortable.
I need a new chair.
Yeah, so do I. I went and bought like at Walmart. They had like this gel seat cushion thing, and I bought that, and I'm using that, and it helps. But I need like an expensive chair. This was like the cheapest gaming chair I could get. I need a good one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, something
Well,
to keep your back up straight. That works out pretty good.
This one was like 120 bucks.
That's pretty much what this one was too.
I need a better one. And it's cloth. It's
Oh, really?
yeah.
Mine's got like that fake leather on it.
Well, it's getting warm with the cloth during summer.
I bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be heading off probably like right now because I'm gonna play some more.
Okay, well, thank you so much as well for being part of the chat and for hanging out with us, and you know, just showing your support. It means a lot. That's what makes this channel what it is.
Yeah, it was nice talking with y'all. I'm glad you're supporting that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
All right, I'll try to catch you in your next stream. All
Okay.
right.
Have yourself
All
a good
see
night,
ya.
man.
You too.
Yeah, guys, I think this might be the last level that I race on, and then I'm gonna head out too, because I'm starting to get there. Plus, I have to spend time with the missus. She was at the doctor's all day, and haven't really had any chance to be with her today.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. Yeah, because she was supposed to be, she went to the walk-in clinic, so she was supposed to be there for like an hour or two, and she was there for like 4.5.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, they were just really, really slow, so we haven't had any time together. And like, she got home, I picked her up from the doctor's, and I was with her for like 15 minutes, and then I was like, yeah, time to set up for the stream.
It sounds like me trying to record video footage and be thinking, oh, 2 hours max.
Yeah.
And then 7 hours later, finally.
Yeah.
Oh my
And the
God.
thing is, by the time you're done, you're exhausted, right? So it's like, I don't even want to do anything anymore.
I was mentally broken.
Yeah. Because a lot of the
Just
times when you're doing videos, you're doing like hard levels and then the editing and make sure you say what you want and how you want, and it gets
I still
frustrating.
gotta edit. I only have footage.
Oh, that's the worst. I haven't done videos in a while. Like, I've recorded 3 full videos and I haven't edited them. I even want to do an acapella video, but I don't have good voice recording software.
Doesn't Audacity work for that?
It does, but you can't do multi-tracks easily. And when you do acapella stuff, you need like 15, 16 voice tracks.
Yeah.
And with Audacity, the more voice tracks you add, the more complicated it gets. Like, it's not simple. The program I was using before, it recorded it the way that you would record video. Like, it had separate tracks for each video, or each audio recording, and you could do, like, effects for each one. But Audacity, I can't figure out how to do that cleanly, and to, like, control the volume for each one, and effects for each one separately. So, I gotta find a good app, and I found one that seemed like it was good, but it didn't work with my, my interface for my microphone. So, for now, no acapella until I can figure out a way to get good recording software, or until I can afford professional recording software. Did I win? Did I win? Tell me I won on my last race.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, we all went through the door at the same time.
I think the blue toad won. Because he slid down first.
Oh, no, I think it was the pink toad. Oh, no, it was me! Yeah, it was me, I won!
Yay!
Alright, guys, that's it from me. Guys, thank you so much for chatting and hanging out and just, you know, goofing off and just sharing and talking. It was a lot of fun talking with all you guys.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Crispy, it's nice to see that you're streaming every once in a while when you get a chance, man. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the support, man, for everything that you've done for the channel, just hanging out and all the scares, even though, you know, they hurt me in the chest.
Well, they hurt me in the gut.
Wow.
But thank you so much, man. Gina, thank you for sharing. I know it was really hard, and it was...
Thank you for listening.
And thank you for just being part of the community. Honestly, it's really... It means a lot to me when you pop in, and even if you just say hi and have to go right away, just remember you're a part of the family here.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna shut the chat off so I can say goodbye to everybody over on the stream, and yeah, thank you for the support, guys, and have yourselves a good night, okay?
You
too, man.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, guys, thank you all. Devontae, thank you for being here, man. And yes, I agree, I'll read that out loud. Be well, everyone. Remember, you are stronger, braver, and more amazing than you know. Devontae, truer words have never been spoken. Thank you all for being here, guys. Thank you for all the support. Remember, if you guys do need help, reach out. There are 1-800 numbers you can call. There are numbers you can text. There are facilities you can go to just talk to somebody. You're not alone. There are a lot of us that go through this. There are a lot of places that are willing to help you. And remember that you do matter. Everybody matters, and everybody has somebody that loves them. So remember that if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. Guys, you are amazing. Thank you for being here for this really great stream for a really great cause. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Don't forget, my brother is still going on. He's going to be going for another 4 hours. So if you guys want to look for some fun, he's over there. I think he's playing Minecraft right now. But guys, you are amazing. Have yourselves an amazing night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you all. And stay safe. See you guys. Have a good night.